If I didn't hate
And
the fucking
we
thing.
are on.
Go Steelers. Anyways, hi guys.
Hi,
Welcome to our
yeah.
stream.
Hi, welcome to the
Go Indianapolis Colts, let's go.
Oh my god.
Go Seahawks.
Is this American football
go
stuff?
Minnesota Vikings.
I have an American. Is it American football? It's a jacket, and it's. I think it's of the Patriots.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
For the irony.
They're the
Yeah.
most English people.
Because it is the.
Leave
Is
it
it the
to
New
the
England Patriots?
English to pick a football team that also cheats. I'm done.
You know, I know our viewer analytics, and I know pretty much none of them are from England. It's Ireland, the US, and Germany. So I think those jokes are just gonna make the viewer counts go up.
That's awesome.
I woke up and chose violence today.
You did, you son of
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yep. You've got it coming, Ryan.
Anyways.
You've got it coming.
Okay, so how's
Anyway,
about,
welcome back
how's
to.
about you
Yeah.
tell us what happened last time, please.
Yeah. Welcome back to Roundtable. I am Ginger Master Knight Spencer, and I'm joined here, as always, by this group of players to delve into what may be a total party demolition this evening. But it won't be, because they're very smart players who will do very smart things, I believe. And
Speak for
before...
yourself.
Let's hope so.
Well, let's hope. Hope so. But
Speak for
before we
yourself.
jump in for the night, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to friends over at Describe for sponsoring the show. You can head over to describe.com/roundtable. I'll actually put that in chat. I almost did it in full caps. It looked like I was screaming it, but I will not scream it, because that would be weird. Go to describe.com/roundtable. You can get 20% off any of the subscriptions over there. Get access to hundreds, actually thousands of rooms, place descriptions, and magical items like cartographer assets. And if you get the hero subscription, you can go on there and request specific scenes. So if you've got a session coming up and you want a burnt out cathedral with liches in it, request that. They'll get it written up by professional writers. Or if you want a description of one of your player characters or NPCs commissioned, you simply click request article, oof, put in exactly what you want, and they get back to you. So if you want any of that, you want all the scenes you could possibly want, make sure you head over to Describe and check them out. Apart from that, other announcements. Arcane Recovery next week is session 1. We had the player only. Well, what's happening there? Orion gets cancelled. Don't worry, you were always cancelled. Next week.
Orion gets cancelled speedrun. Let's go.
Any percent speed run.
Any percent speedrun.
I'm good.
Session 1 of Arcane Recovery is up next weekend. Yesterday we had the Introduction to All Players podcast, which went into some very deep things. So you can go check that out over on Spotify, YouTube. You can watch live on Twitch, and I believe I have a link tree with all of their socials, which I'm sure Ryan will happily plug in the chat.
Absolutely.
Apart from that, as always, a huge thank you to Sirenscape for letting us use their sound sets, and go subscribe to Tinker's Tavern on YouTube.
Please, wonderful content.
Don't do it. He has a very terrible upload schedule, I hear.
Well, we're not here for the upload schedule. We're here for
We're
the
here for the content,
aren't we?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's episode of Roundtable, Session 20, nice even number, which is called Checkmate. See you soon.
For Jax, you can't wait for Jacqueline at all, can you?
Oh, I'm ready. I got the strawberries coming out. Like, oh, hey, Jacqueline, you.
Do you have a light in your room? Or,
So, where
it's
we
very exciting.
last left off, the party had returned to the Temple of Zelasas with Maverick to barter with Relic for the place.
There we go.
However, upon arrival, you discovered the building to be completely devoid of life. No goblin to greet you and no mechanical man in the cellars. A strange mine shaft led below, and following it down you came upon the entrance to a grand submerged throne room, embroiled in moving shadows. Suddenly, as Maverick and Lugos crept across the room, the shadows struck. All of you but Maverick are now restrained by pieces of iron rising from the floor and wrapping around your limbs, forcing you to your knees. Lugos, Joy, Kishore, and Lekas, you each have cold, jagged blades to your throat. As cultists in black robes with leathery masks stand behind you, their hands on your face for blades to your neck. From a throne in front of you, a tall figure with mighty shoulders and full cultist robes approaches. He takes something from his worn belt and throws it on the floor next to him. It flashes with a magical light and the air tinges of iron as a steel apparition appears in the darkness. You see metal plates shift with a grinding worm slide into place as the iron golem rises to its full towering height. Green light flickers from within, giving glow to its metal eyes. Its breathing sounds like the scraping of a stone on an anvil as it stands in the darkness.
Same.
The wide-set man steps down from the throne, looks at you all on your knees, seems to take a special interest in Lekas, as he simply moves across,
In uniform.
stands before him, looks down with a sad expression, and says, Aaron, I thought I told you not to run. Kind of glances
There we-
about. Well, my, I have to say I was expecting a bit more from you all. But put the sword down, boy, and he kind of gestures to Maverick, who's the only one who isn't restrained. There's no going anywhere for any of you now, is there?
I will still have it wielded, but I will not have it pointed. I just bring it down and turn the blade around.
Well, I assume that's the best we're going to get, isn't it? On your knees.
Give like an at ease attention, an at ease position.
Will you go to your knees?
Sword goes in the sheath, and I just do slowly one knee as I kind of look to the rest of the party to kind of confirm.
Yeah, because Joy and Shaw and Lakers are probably about 30 feet behind you, kind of just at the entrance to the room, whilst Lugos and Maverick
I'll
kind
take
of...
like 10 steps back
Right.
as I'm getting down, and I'll just one knee. That's all they're getting.
Okay. You see us...
What in the blazes is all the meaning of this?
Oh! I wasn't aware. I asked you to talk. Oh,
I
it's
want
fine.
to break out of my restraints.
Okay, make a strength check for me.
Ah, damn. 1 second. Here we go. I know why.
Wait, actually no, before you do that, I will warn you, they do have blades to your throat.
Okay.
So you're still gonna try it, even with a blade to your throat?
Yes.
Okay, so you all watch as Maverick kind of steps back and kneels. Lugos, you stand up, and you just manage to break from your restraints. You move your arm, and the iron is torn off, but as you do so, the 2 cultists behind you with their knives. That's gonna be 2 automatic crits.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
That's how we lost Blue Ghost.
I'll break free from the restraints.
I don't
Oh,
want to break.
It's too late.
Not too bad. You already
late.
chose.
Yeah,
You chose violence, Hagee.
Okay.
You
Let-
want
So violent.
You woke up and chose violence.
Okay, let me just get the details of damage.
These strawberries are gross.
Really? Is it like dark chocolate or is it milk chocolate?
If it was dark chocolate, it'd be good. It's just milk chocolate.
It would be good if it was dark chocolate, yeah.
Oh, I accidentally
white
rolled. I accidentally just rolled 6d46 instead of 60.
Oh my god.
It's like 129 hit points of damage. That doesn't seem right.
Man, easy.
That seems perfectly fine.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Lugos, you're gonna, as you stand up, these blades sink into your stomach. It is like Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, where she stands up and just into the stomach. You're gonna take 21 hit points of piercing damage, and an extra 11 hit points of poison damage as you stand up, break free from restraint, and 3 times into your chest.
You
It's-
still alive, buddy?
There's an immediate tinge of iron in your mouth as poison begins to flood through your veins. I need to make a constitution saving throw for me.
Sure. 7. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So you're gonna gain the poison condition as well.
Okay.
Poor man.
Instantly, I'll keel over.
Niggas, what the fuck?
Alright. I'm sorry.
Is he alive? Are you alive?
Barely.
I'm alright.
Ah, you see, that's what happens when you stand up when you're not supposed to.
You look fat.
I'm sorry, not fighting.
It's not nice to see you've retained some of your charm, Aaron. But if we are talking about man, I will say you seem to have put on a bit around the hips yourself.
It's just because my dump truck.
God damn it, Luca.
Am I still free now, or do they
You're kind
chain
of
me back
stood up. There are cultists just kind of around you with blades drawn, kind of seeing if you're doing anything else.
No, I'll pass right now.
Okay. Are you gonna stay stood up or kneel back down?
What does the surrounding area look like? Are we in an enclosed room, right?
You're in
With
a
the throne?
full grand throne room. You've got 25 people in here, apart from you.
Okay. Yeah, I won't do anything.
Okay.
I have a few tricks up my sleeve right now, but we'll see where things go.
Yeah, we're gonna hold.
Yeah, absolutely. That almost killed me.
So, the guy walks over. He says, well, I do say, I wasn't expecting you all to arrive so promptly. Well, as I always say, it's better early than late, is it not? Wouldn't you agree, What do I call you? Mr. Golden? Staring straight at Maverick.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just kind of like a steel look, kind of like gazing across the room. He seems that he's mentally planning. Almost like the question's going right through him.
Oh. You see, as soon as he notices the steel look, he kind of tilts his head. His large flat nose kind of turns up a bit. Well, not to worry, that look won't be staying around for much longer. Aaron, how about you introduce me to your friends?
I'm good.
It's not going to work, is it, Aaron?
You could heal my friend over there. Maybe then I'll talk. As I look over the Lugos as he's keeled over on the ground.
Ah,
Practically puking, yeah.
well, I could. Or, and you see Cersei kind of gestures his hand over, Kishore, you feel the blade on your neck tighten as they kind of bring you up to your knees, begin to dig it into your throat. Or I could bleed this little funny man like a pig. Which is it?
I wouldn't call him the funny man of the group, but
Oh yeah, no, your jokes are top notch. Really sticking it to him right now, you know?
so what does he want anyway, Mr. Seavine?
I'm surprised you haven't remembered. Oh well,
I can't
I'll
forget
get
an
you
ugly
caught up
face like
quickly.
that.
So, I take it that's a no on the introductions front. We'll have to get ourselves acquainted another time. Well then, as you can see, we have a very fine establishment here. The decorations leave something to be imagined, and as he says, just kind of look at the old tattered banners around, the very old oil paintings on the wall. Either way,
Hey,
I hope you'll enjoy your stay. You see, he stands back, raises another hand, and
real
all
quick,
around
while
you.
he's talking,
Yeah, go ahead.
can I use my hunter sense on him?
To do what?
I can immediately learn whether the creature has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are if the creature is not hidden from divination magic. So while he's talking, I want
Okay,
to use my hunter sense
You
on.
peer very closely. He looks to be a standard human, and he would have all vulnerabilities, weaknesses, immunities that are just a standard human would have.
Okay.
Now, are you all going to go peacefully to your new accommodation, or are we going to have to get a bit stabby again?
What is it that you want with us, you fucking bastard?
Again, I am trying to make something interesting here. I'm not going to put all my cards on the table at once. You're going to know what you need to know when you need to know, and you don't need to know anything now, do you?
I just meet him with a glare.
What's wrong? Want to be stabbed again?
And I just drop my gaze and look at the floor. And I look for Leo Costa's eyes to see what he might be thinking.
So how about this? It's obvious you even care about these other guys here, or if you just want me.
Well, for all I care, they could all be dead in the ditch. You're what I'm here for.
So then, how about you just let them go, and then you and I can, have a one-on-one discussion.
Well, you see, the problem with that is they're gonna scamper up there like vermin. They're gonna tell all their little friends who's down here, and before you know it, you'll have heroes coming to rescue you. You have to understand, there's no rescue here. You came here without telling anyone. Well, I assume you're not very bright. You came down here, didn't leave your passage, and now you've been captured and you're gonna have a very horrible, painful death. It's the circle of life, no need to be annoyed. You know, potato, potato.
Still the same as always.
Right, druids, release them. And you all feel kind of the the iron around your wrists kind of release off to the floor and just sink back into the flagstones. You see as various acolytes approach you with iron shackles in hands, obviously attempting to shackle you up, essentially put you in handcuffs. Are any of you gonna comply?
Will you let me drink a potion at least?
Are you asking the main guy?
Yeah.
Roll persuasion.
Horrible persuasion. Ooh, 18.
Not bad.
Okay, let's see. Well, Mr. Lugos it is, isn't it? If you had a prisoner under your control, completely at your mercy, and he asked you to drink a potion, would you let him?
This guy's a dick.
Boy, if he was poisoned and bleeding from the fucking stomach, yeah.
Oh, don't worry, our own acolytes will be able to treat you with that when you get to your new home.
I'm not gonna say anything, but
Fine.
as they're trying to put the shackles on, I'm gonna try, if this is possible, to kind of Harry Houdini this.
Okay.
So I'm going to spread my wrists a little bit further apart as
Okay.
they're putting them on to try and give me any wiggle room here.
Oh, I like
Roll
it.
sleight of hand for me.
Okay.
Can I pick up on this at all?
You
We'll
are
see.
about 20 feet in front, so unfortunately I wouldn't say so.
No help action, buddy. Sorry.
He's
It's all
got
good, it's all-
he's got eyes in the back of his head though. I've seen him.
It's kind of creepy, not gonna lie.
22.
Not bad,
That's my-
22.
It's my
You-
brown eye to be specific.
You kind of extend your wrists from each other, maybe like a centimeter or two, and the thing is they're pretty rough putting the restraints on, and really put your hands together. You have to use pretty much all of kind of your chest and back strength to just kind of hold your wrists slightly apart. And then once they're off, they're slightly loose. You definitely can't just slip out of them, but it's more than your hands being just forced together.
Yeah, okay. That's more than enough. That's all I
Okay.
was looking for.
Joy, are you letting them shackle you?
No, well, I'm going to make eye contact with them and say, that's unnecessary. I'll follow.
You see there's 3 people who have approached you, the center one holding the restraints. You can't see his face underneath his kind of Plague Doctor-esque mask, just essentially without the beak. You imagine he's got a very horrible toothy grin, and he says, "Oh, I think it's very necessary."
Oh god, that sounds kind of creepy. We should watch out for Joy.
Oh gosh.
There must be some Hills Have Eyes bullshit going on here.
Stop that. No. This is your cult. Stop it.
These are your people.
This is your doing.
Are the ones with the knives still in the
But-
same position?
They all have weapons, and there's 2 with knives behind each of you. And the people coming around putting restraints on separately.
Sure. Yeah, I'll let it happen, but just very visibly roll my eyes. Completely pointless.
Can I
Restraints are on.
palm something in? Can I palm something in my hand as I close
What
my
would you
fist?
try and palm?
I would like to do a piece of coal.
Roll sleight of hand again for me.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Are they being bound in front of us or behind us? Our hands.
Behind.
We're real quick.
19.
We're okay.
19.
For a piece of rock.
It's a very small piece, but you just managed to palm it as your hands are kind of forcibly taken behind your back and straight up.
All right. Are they leading us somewhere that looks like it's more natural, kind of like a cave
You
system?
do not know yet. You haven't. You're still in the front room.
Can
just
I
being restrained
hear
at this point.
any amount of running water? It's very specific, I know.
You wouldn't be able to. No, not even if you've got like nat 20 perception. There's
Okay.
no running water around here by the sounds of it.
I would try a sleighting hand or something, but I feel like I'm gonna fail it, and I can't.
I got my piece of coal. That's all that counts.
can't stomach another stab.
I got my piece of coal. That's all that counts.
I have the coal. That's all I
I
need.
have the coal.
I can't
How
tell.
far is Maverick in front of me?
They're all. Well, actually, no. He moved back slightly, so he's probably about 6 or 7 feet in front of you now.
How many people are, like, roughly are between the two of us?
Well, there's 2 behind him,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's 2 behind
The
you,
one,
and then
yeah,
there's
one looking
yeah.
at me, and then one looking at So everyone's triangulated at the moment.
So I'm going to just see if they'll let me slowly walk forward and see if I can get the draw the eyes. Yeah, that's my dad. Draw the eyes of the guards that are behind him, not doing anything that's gonna cause them to like have an adverse reaction towards me, but see if I can get their attention away from him.
So are you taking a few steps forward?
Yeah.
Okay. You take a step forward and then take another step, and all of a sudden there's a on your face, your nose crunches as the guy who you assume has a horrible toothy grin extends his fist and a straight in your nose. You can feel blood rushing down your face as you're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
These guys
Hey.
are so
Hey,
brutal.
that wasn't necessary.
Whoa. Again? I think it was necessary.
Kachal's gonna turn into the Hulk, man.
Hey, big man hitting a woman in chains. How's about you hit someone with an actual axe to grind with you, you freak?
The people behind you now, one steps from a side, reaches into a pouch and pulls out like a stinking rag of cloth and just attempts to force it into your mouth
Wow.
and just jams it in there. And you can't really do much because your hands are behind your back. He just grabs your head, forces the cloth in, and there's a light slap on your face. There we go. Be quiet.
Damn, really taking away my spellcasting ability, you
Yeah.
ass. Okay.
This man, these mans, man. Whose mans are these?
They're your
Shut
people.
up,
So, now,
Whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this?
so you're now all restrained, hands behind your back, some of you farming certain things. So man returns to the front. Right, I'm sure you'll enjoy your stay. I'm gonna go and cook myself some stew. Bye-bye. And Sissy walks off. And a procession of about 6 or 7 guards all around you in a full convoy lead you behind the throne to where there's a gap. And you see this beautiful large gate, maybe 30 feet across, and it's embroiled with imagery of dragons, and with a kind of a it opens up to reveal a small hallway lit by braziers on either side, and then you come into a main atrium kind of area. This appears to be the heart of this kind of underground lair you find yourself in, and you notice in the center of this atrium there's a floating, almost mechanical orb that pulses with an energy every so often. And as it pulses, the very floor around it shakes, and a few of the cultists as I walk past kind of apprehensively kind of glance at it. There's a fast staircase leading to a second floor and various hallways dotted off around its main atrium, but they lead you down one of the hallways again. It's a very decrepit looking place. The stone is unkempt. A lot of the torches look like they've only been recently replaced and lit. You reckon these cultists can't have been here for a long time. They lead down an L-shaped corridor through a small iron wooden door into what looks like a guard barracks almost, with a few people there. Then they lead you through another set of double doors where immediately a putrid smell hits you. Glancing down, you're in a very small, dingy prison area. It's a single corridor. On the left side of the corridor, there are 4 cells. On the right side of the corridor, there are 3 cells. And there's a gap on the right side. There's also a staircase leading down into just darkness. A single torch lights this entire hallway, as well as a stagnant trough of water, seems to be. Just kind of sat by itself, you don't quite know why. But one by one, you're each led down this corridor. The iron cell gates are opened up, and you are put in there. And as you are put in your cells, you notice they're horrible places in that the walls are grimy and oily. On the very back of the cells, opposite the doors, there's neck restraints and shackles built into the walls, and you noticed there's just a general kind of black stain where you kind of sit against, and you reckon that's from years of sweat and grime. The ground is just old, matted hay, and at least they've done you kind of the courtesy of a very small iron chamber pot to one side.
Oh, that's sweet of them.
They each go to put you in the cells and restrain you in the cells with the iron neck restraint, which fastens around, and all of this, it's the equivalent of having almost barnacles pressed against your skin. That's kind of the age of these things. It's just horrible, sharp, jagged iron across the neck, and your hands are kind of restrained from a wall, iron chains, so you've only got a limited field of movement with your hands. One by one, you're each put in your cells, your hand restraints taken off, placed with the wall restraints. Then, the guards look. Alright, enjoy your sleep. Go off, walk.
Oh, it's just necessary. We could talk about this, right?
You're simply left in silence as it is sequentially doom, 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 but the jail cell doors are locked.
You motherfuckers!
And then you hear the far double doors. Seems made to maybe triple or quadruple bolted as you sit in near darkness, shackled to the walls.
As soon as they're gone, I'm gonna try breaking out.
Are we in the same cells or different cells?
You are all in different cells.
Guys,
Yeah.
don't do anything. Just give me a moment and I'll have us all unchained. Just give me 1 second. So I'd like to use Mage Hand and unlock myself.
Can I ask how you do it? Because you're in kind of these iron shackles on the wall.
1 second.
How would you use it to unlock yourself?
Also, who's in which cage? Because you said there are two. Or are we all
Okay.
in one?
So, on the left side of the corridor, there are 4 cells. The top cell is Kishore. The bottom one down from that is Joy, then it is Lugos Fed Maverick. On the right hand side, there's 3 cells, and Learcas is in that one directly across from Lugos. So you can't actually see each other apart from Lugos and Learcas.
So is it a mage hand using like your thieves tools?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I sorry, I completely forgot to mention. On the way there, as for putting you into your cells,
They're
they're going to strip all your equipment.
Yeah.
But they aren't just going to throw you into cells with all your adventuring stuff on you.
Dang it!
I have my coal. That's all that counts.
Yeah, so it's,
They took our stuff.
you are in essentially just what clothing you had on, the armor. You've got no weapons, no equipment.
No weapons, no
Chains and
shields. I'll
walls.
drop my AC down to 16.
Could it have been possible that I could reserve one item?
Well,
hide
it
from
depends
them?
on the size of it, because yeah.
It's that potion, that fiery potion.
The potion is decently sized. It's about this big, so I'm gonna say roll sleight of hand, but it'll be very hard to do unless you suddenly got pregnant.
Damn.
Pregnant Lugos. I'm so happy for you.
I'm gonna say rather than that failing, it's kind of in your adventuring satchel, and as they kind of take everything from you, there's no kind of real opportunity to take it. As they take all your equipment and leave you in darkness.
So you said that our hands are bound to wall shackle.
Yeah.
Same shackle.
Yeah, it's each hand is kind of attached with an iron shackle on your wrist attached by a chain to the walls behind you. Each one's a different chain, and then your neck is kind of just fixed against the wall, so you can't even lean forward.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spit this gag out of my mouth, because fuck
Okay.
that. Okay. All right. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do?
So what? They just expect? They're just gonna leave us here? I thought they were. Why that? Should we? Look. All right. Well, fine. Fuck it. We'll talk about this later, Leokas.
What I do?
God. Damn it. All right. I'm gonna try to get this. Try to rub as much coal residue on my hand as possible.
Okay.
Like palm it around.
Yeah, just kind of. Can I ask? I assume you're gonna try and cast a spell. Yeah.
It is a material component for darkness. Yes.
Okay. And in that case, I'd say the darkness will be less effective if it's only on one hand, if that makes sense.
It's like a small piece.
Yeah, so, obviously your hands are kind of restrained like this. I'm gonna give you option of a skill check trying to kind of toss it from one hand to the other to maximize the effects of a darkness spell, if you so wish. I feel like that's a pretty fair bargain, then you may lose a piece of
No,
coal.
because there's another person here that can cast darkness that's going to use the rest of it.
Okay.
Do I see joy?
You cannot...
How is these souls out? How are these spells cells orientated?
As I said, on the left side, on the top cell, you have Shaw, then one cell down it is Joy, then you, and then... No, then Lugos, and then you. And on the right hand side, you've got Learcas, who's directly opposite Lugos. So, Maverick, you cannot actually see anyone else, because you essentially got stone walls apart from a jail door in front.
Alright.
So,
Cool. These are the motherfuckers, eh?
So who's directly across from me?
No one, it's a large empty cell.
Does it look like there's anything in it? Other than like
Perception.
straight items, straight... I need to look for anything, even a piece of stranded wrought iron. That's a 19 plus 3, it'll show up on Foundry after I roll down D&DB.
Your vision in darkness is very good. And when you first came in here, you looked, and there was kind of in the hay an odd mound. And as you kind of peer for a few minutes in the silence, the odd kind of cockroach crawling down a cell wall and onto your boot. But as you kind of stare, you notice the mound begins to move, and then you see a foot emerge from a hay mound as someone kind of gets up, gets a bit of hay off themselves, and rests against the back wall. You see this figure is a large and intimidating presence, in ragged burlap clothing. They look gaunt, starved and dehydrated. They have dark skin with a huge, massive dreadlocks that makes them look even bigger than they are. Probably about 6'6" as it stands.
Can I see him?
You would not, because you can only really see the directly opposite cell, and this cell is directly opposite to Maverick.
Learcas.
All right. Well, I try my darndest to try to break out of my shackles. Maybe
This guy is not chained up at all, he's
not
just in
chained
there.
up.
He's just vibing. I want to try to meet his gaze.
Okay, so you're gonna try and meet his gaze, and as he does that, Lugos, you're trying to escape. I'm gonna make you roll a strum check with disadvantage for me, just because of the sheer kind of angle you're at with your neck restrained.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm not gonna like this part.
Yeah, it's just there's no budging. You're in iron shackles against a wall,
So
and you've
here's
just been
what,
stabbed. Yeah.
Here's what Kishaw's gonna do,
Okay.
because this is not the first time he's been in shackles. Not gonna explain that at all, but
I want to know.
no, you don't. So because of the slight centimeter or so that he managed to get, he's gonna try and shove his thumb as far down as possible, making the hand thinner. And
Okay.
if he has to, he's gonna try and, again, Houdini this, he's gonna try and dislocate using the shackle, get one of his hands.
Ooh, dislocate his own thumb.
Yeah.
Far Cry style.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Would you say Kishore would struggle more with the kind of the physical strength of doing this, or the mental toughness it requires to do this?
More likely the mental toughness.
Okay.
Because the physical strength, it doesn't take a lot to do that, especially pulling against metal. That's just a pop.
Okay.
It's gonna suck to follow through with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna say for mental toughness, actually roll me a constitution check.
Say,
Constitution. That's fine. I have a +1 to that.
And as Kishore is doing this, Maverick, you're attempting to meet the strange figure's gaze, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Nope.
Natural one, unfortunately.
Nope.
Sure, you go to do it, but as you kind of try and slide your hand out with pain, it feels like your thumb's just about to burst off and go flying across the room. As you try and pull your hand
Spencer.
out, just like crunch, and then you bring it back.
All right, DM Spencer. This is my last. This is my last proposal at a shot.
Okay.
How am I chained up specifically?
So you are restrained by the neck, straight to the wall, so you cannot lean forward or backwards whatsoever. Each one of your hands has an iron shackle on the wrist that is attached by a sturdy-looking chain to hooks on the wall behind you, so you've only got limited movement on your arms.
Okay. Now, this is my question for you. Can I rotate to face the wall a little bit, like inch by inch, like?
Which wall? Do you mean the wall the shackles are on?
Yes.
I would say...
Well, if your neck's bound,
Yeah.
you can't spin.
Unless you would probably...
It's not like this is.
It depends on how tight around my neck.
It's kind of, if you have kind of a loose kind of a strangle on you, it's a tiny bit. So you could try. You could try, but it may take some skin off. And your arms may get a bit of a... Because your arms are shackled and you're trying to turn, so you're going to have to kind of try and do something weird with your arms whilst you do it.
Yeah, yeah, I'll try it.
I'm going to say roll me a dexterity check.
Sure.
Could I teleport out of this?
You can try if you'd like.
Hold on.
Okay, my dexterity check is 16.
Okay. I'd say with a 16...
Sorry about that, that's my little brother.
You get about halfway, you feel the iron begin to tear into your neck as it begins to slice, and there's some blood coming down. Wait, let me just check something. Oh, yep, I just need to check this.
Oh, look, he's got it all ready.
I will say, unfortunately, you are going to have disadvantage on that, because I said before you are poisoned.
On the dexterity check?
I'm a dexterity check, because I just realised you are poisoned.
10.
10, with a 10, I'd say you get about 180 degrees round, so you're not facing the back wall. No, you get 90 degrees, sorry, 180 degrees would be completely, you get 90 degrees round. So you're kind of facing one of the side walls, and you kind of here like this, pressed against it.
And then the reason I wanted to do this is that I was going to try to attempt to use my feet as leverage to kick myself away, possibly, out of the restraints. Either that, or wrap my feet or my legs around one of my chained arms, and use that as like weight and momentum to tear free one of my arms.
Question.
Yeah.
Did they take my hat?
They took your hat.
Damn
Those fuckers.
Not the
Alright, so this person across from me.
I'll also say, Lugo, show me another dexterity check with disadvantage.
Sure.
So, Maverick, you're attempting to meet this guy's gaze, right?
Yeah.
Let's say 8.
You look as these two eyes kind of stare back at you from the darkness. They look somewhat distant as they stare back at you.
Friend. Hello, friend.
What?
What kind of place is this? Who are these fucking people?
You see his head kind of turn. I don't know.
Okay, can I try something?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so can I use Firebolt on myself to try and heat up the metal around my
You're really
neck?
just gonna like...
And my neck and my hands, because I have resistance to fire.
I have a plan if that fails.
Okay.
to see if I can just heat it up a fuck ton and be able to just pull myself away from the wall.
Okay, I will say Fireball is a decently weak fire spell, so it's probably going to take, I'd say, 3 hits to heat it up enough so where you can kind of drag yourself free from the metal. It'll be a guaranteed hit, because you can obviously just kind of do that. But you will then have to roll damage against yourself 3 times. Obviously, you do have resistance, but that is the kind of trade-off you'd have to be making.
So with resistance, is that halved or?
It'll be halved, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be half of 3d10s for you.
No, it's actually because we're 6th level now, so it would be 6 d10s.
Yeah, it'll still be 3d10 of damage.
Wait, I thought Firebolt only doesn't level up with you, it levels up every so often. Like at level 5.
So when...
So it's 1d10 at level 1 to 3, it's 2
to
d10
4.
at level 5.
And when you reach 5th level,
Yeah, it is now.
D10.
For Joy, it is now 2d10.
Yeah,
Could I try to teleport out?
Yeah, can I ask where teleporting? Just kind of into the generic hallway outside?
Yeah.
Okay. You disappear into mist, and then just outside of the hallway, you appear right outside of cells.
Hey guys.
I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but if you could get us the fuck out of here, please.
Yeah, with what? With what?
I am going to manifest my echo into the cell across from me.
Okay. This is almost like a radiant pull comes out of your chest and just travels across the room and kind of into a glowing
swap
version of
places
yourself.
with it.
I have like no abilities I can.
And then
Okay.
swap places with it.
Okay.
I'm shit out of luck, guys.
Now
'cause
unshackled
my
and adjacent
casting
cell.
focus is gone.
So you are
What's
now
your
in the
hat?
same cell as the large guy.
And I'm like,
All right.
you want to get out of here or what?
Hey, Spencer.
Yeah.
I want to use my primeval awareness
2.
and sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of us, or within up to 6 miles if you are in my favorite terrain, but we're not. So.
Yes, that is the answer.
Okay. Which one though?
Is that part of a spell, knowing which, or is it just knowing there are some?
It doesn't specify, so I guess it's your call, really.
It's a yes or no question,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
but are
Okay.
definitely some of those in 1 mile radius.
I got you.
Maverick, as you enter the cell next to this guy, he immediately just kind of turns. He kind of staggers across, and he just kind of goes, "What kind of witchcraft are you pulling?"
Celestial magic.
Right.
So you want to get out of here or what?
I've tried. It doesn't work.
Are you talking to someone out there?
Can I just see if
Fuck up,
Lugos
Lugos.
is
I'm trying to come have a conversation.
Can I just see if the spells are unlocked?
You're just gonna go, so you kind of walk up, you go to try and just push them open. They're definitely locked.
Yeah. How far have you gotten?
Well, I got out of my chains.
Now it's just a matter of the bars, is it?
Yeah. And the rest of the place.
Obviously.
Look, if I can't get out of here, you're not gonna get out of here.
Well, I got out of the bars.
He just goes, "Who are you people?"
Some interesting individuals. I'll move my echo to the main area next, look down through the bars, and move. Now he's with my echo, and I'm next to Leokas.
You see as he just kind of slumps against the back wall. Look, if I'm in here, that means if I go back outside, I'll be dead the moment I set foot.
I don't know who you're talking to, but if you could help, just please get this shit off my neck.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. There's another one. Talking
yeah.
to Commissioner Millman.
And a fucking other too. Fucking get me out of here, please.
Quiet down. You're the loudest one here.
He's whispering. I'm whispering, alright?
That's not whispering.
Stage whispers. You can speak in full voice, but it's,
Yes.
whispering.
Yeah.
Is there anything around on the ground I could possibly use to pick the lock? Or even aesthetic, he's just dangling on the wall?
Where did they take our stuff, by the way? Do we know about
You
that,
didn't
or was
see.
that the-
You just saw them leave the room. Could be anywhere in this entire place.
Could there still be a bobby pin in my hair?
I don't see why not. If that is the kind of thing Jory would have done.
The first individual that that does a lot of spells that only require moving the wrist around, I will get rid of my echo, cast it in Kashaw's cell, swap places with it, poof into Kashaw's cell. All right, I need you to stay perfectly still.
All right.
Eldritch Blast, let's go.
Oh my god.
No.
Would my
Oh, now a
mage
headless.
I'm gonna say roll to hit
It's-
to not hit Shaw by accident.
I'm
Yeah.
at where the manacle is mounted at the wall, not
Yeah.
at the manacle mounted at the neck.
Yeah.
At the wall.
I'm gonna say roll to hit. Because obviously there's a very low chance of you actually hitting him, but it's a very small target you are aiming for. 13,
It's a
I'd say that
13.
meets it. Roll damage for me.
That one.
Yeah. Real, 6 force.
Okay.
Oh wait, at this level I do 2 attack rolls. It's 2 beams at 5th level, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
Straight
right.
to the next
I forgot
level.
about it. It says at 5th level you do addition. Yeah, total beams 2, so I get to do another attack roll. It was a teetering between a 13 and a 1.
Okay. So unfortunately that is just the first one. The second beam.
Hits me in the fucking face.
The first beam is expertly placed. It goes straight across, hits in the shackle, and there's this zzz of energy. It just comes clear from the wall. Actually, the bricks behind it just. Sure, you
wow,
just now have
how's
this thing on your neck. Unfortunately, just at that
thank-
point, you fire the second one just as Kishore leans forward, and what that means is it misses the iron manacle completely, goes straight into the brick wall behind him, causing a. Throughout the entire jail cell, you hear movement in a room next to you. Maybe 5 or 6 people talking as there's a the double doors are swung open as 4 people immediately rush into the room, all in various states of readiness to fight. They look at what's going on, and the first thing they obviously see is Learcast in the central room. What are you doing there?
I want to
The
hide.
door is unlocked.
I want to hide in the hay and Kashad.
Can I
I
see-
want
hold on.
to push the thing back up against the wall to make it look like Kashad is still restrained at the neck. And
Okay.
if there's hay here, I'm going to hide in it.
So, okay. So, question. My hands are free, right?
No, it's your neck, but it's free, sorry.
Well, your hands are still.
Yeah,
like-
your hands are kind of just chained, but your neck is now free.
All right. This is do or die for me now. I'm just gonna try and get one of my hands out.
Okay. Roll another constitution check for me, and Learcast, what were you responding to, the 4 people who entered?
Is there a way to run behind me?
You went, there's only, this entire room is just a corridor with a wall at one end and kind of an L shape, one goes to a door on the other end. There is really nowhere for you to go.
I can't do this. I'm
Yeah, you kind of,
I'm
again,
tired.
you just, it requires a lot of mental fortitude to dislocate your own finger to get your arm out.
Yeah, sorry about that, fellas. I just thought about going for a stroll. My arms were getting a little tired. Hanging on.
2 of them
on the wall.
immediately extend their hands. I need you to make 2 wisdom saves for me.
Oh boy.
While
There's
that's
a
happening.
of energy straight across.
So, Joy, you've been trying to get out. What have you been doing?
I think I might
will-
reverse pickpocket this piece of coal of darkness on Kashad so we can get him out of here.
Oops.
Can I try and use mage hands with the bobby pin in my hair to unlatch what's around my
Okay,
neck?
before you do that, I'm gonna make you do a general spellcasting check to see how just kind of
Okay.
precise you can be.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is
Is that the first wisdom save? Yeah, I'm gonna make the second wisdom save for me, please.
Whatever your spellcasting ability is, which is
Okay.
I think if you cast with intelligence is D20 plus your
You
intelligence.
all watch as Lakers on the corridor. The first hand is extended, and you feel a kind of a tension come over you, Lakers. You just managed to fight it off, but then the second figure in the hood and leather mask raises their hands, and you feel your entire body tense up and be paralyzed under you as you stand and just topple over. You see as one person immediately rushes from a room where you can hear him be like, "Go on, get seated." As they dart out of the room, you hear movement going on outside as the remaining 3 figures kind of go and slowly investigate all of the cells. They peer into
Three figures, huh?
Do I see three of
into
them?
Maverick's cell.
Do they have weapons on them?
You
Yeah.
can't see any of them yet. They
As
peer
soon
into
as-
Maverick's cell.
As soon as one
Where's the
comes,
prisoner?
Hey, over here. I have a question.
I am going to hold an action then. I am with
I-
Kashaw.
I've got an idea. I have been staring at the components needed to cast spells.
Yep, me too.
At
Any moment, I will cast darkness if need be.
Yeah. So
Okay. They hear the voice.
how many come over?
Go on. You go investigate that. I'll check the other prisoners. Alright. You see us. One figure with boots going with flagstones approach the end cell, which is what Shaw is in. He immediately goes, turns, "Oh, the prisoner's over here!" And that's, I guess, when you're going to use the action. Right?
Yes, I am going to. I'm going to cast sleep on that guard
Okay.
by kicking up some of the fine sand on the ground, blowing it, moving my hands even though I'm chained,
Yep.
and doing the verbal components. And I'm going to cast sleep at 30.
Okay.
I
Roll hit
don't know
points to me.
how. I don't know how big this hallways is. I do not see as many, but
You know,
so long
I
as
have a
there's one
map.
guard.
Shall I put you on a map?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
I put a lot of effort into this map.
It is a 20-foot sphere from a point that I can see. The point is going to be, obviously, the guard, and hopefully any of his crony-ass friends.
Crony.
Okay, yeah, that might take a second to load for all of you. Okay, so roll
It's okay.
sleep hit points, me, please.
Is that 9d6?
No, sir. That is going to be 78.
78. Okay. Oh, sorry. I keep thinking guiding bolts.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Fucking.
How much is the total?
That is guiding bolt with his d6s.
Is that Lugo? Did you change the way that Lugos is?
I gave you all a different token, new revamped ones.
I can't see any of them.
Interesting.
Oh shoot. Oh yeah. I'm currently in Kashaw's cell. Oh, look at that. Hey, I'm a little bit updated.
I don't see anything.
What the fuck? Looks like I got a haircut.
All right, that's 42 points of fun time, ladies and gentlemen.
42.
So obviously the first guard that I see.
Okay, let's see how many hit points that guard has. I'll just roll his hit points.
Rolls 20 d20s. Oh, unfortunately, he's too healthy.
He has 41 hit points.
He just falls. He falls the fuck asleep.
He has 41 hit points. You do 42 sleep points. Okay, the first guard, he immediately looks, and then the sun goes up. He inhales it. Oh, he's over here. Falls for the floor. The horrifying crack as his head hits these bars behind him. Immediately, the other guards at the end of the corridor spring into action.
Are they within 20 feet?
Not from what you can see. You cannot see them.
No. I mean, I'm asking completely out of character.
Oh.
If it's with
Let me just
Fear.
see.
No, it only has
they're
one
not.
sleep point remaining, and it won't do anything to anybody else.
Oh,
They're
okay, no
not.
worries.
Yeah, they're not within
It
20 feet, unfortunately.
consumes the sleep points as it gets.
all right.
Yeah.
I look at get him.
I will do such thing. All right, so it's I guess now for my held action. I guess.
Okay.
I guess any. Do I just Eldritch Blast him through the bars? I guess it will take a while for them to unlock your cell, so now would be the time to.
Are you
fuck
Eldritch
about
blasting the sleeping person, sir?
Do I want to wake him up?
Because no one
Take
else
his
has gone to your cell yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, meta-wise, you know how much health he has.
I don't.
Meta gamer.
Yeah, no.
I was hoping that you would take his stuff. But
Oh yeah, that's why. Obviously, if he's gonna have a weapon, I'm gonna take it. If he dropped it at the bars, if it's something that I can
Or
reach,
maybe he has keys.
I will phase through the bars and take his shit.
Okay. You taking his stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what he has. Immediately, you phase through bars. You look down. You
Leaving
see
an echo of myself in Kashaw's cell.
Okay, you see a small blade. It looks like a very small scimitar. He's wearing basic leather armor. He has a few coins on him. That's about it. And as you face through bars, you turn your head. You see the two figures, the other guards at the bottom of the corridor, who, as expected, are immediately going to deal with this. In fact, I need you to make a wisdom save for me. As soon as you face through these bars, these well-trained people spring into action.
Alright, wisdom save. That's just a 13.
Okay. So you phase out of the bars, you go down to grab the scimitar on this guy's body, and as you do so, your body kind of tenses for a second, and then you find you can't move whatsoever.
Hey, is he within 60 feet of that? Counterspell.
Okay, counterspell. So just as your body tenses up, Kishore, you counterspell it. The guards' faces kind of turn for a
Now I
second.
can grab the scimitar.
You grab the scimitar, and in that case, I'm gonna say, I need
roll initiative.
I need only people who are free to roll initiative. So that was only gonna be Maverick at this point.
Woohoo!
Maverick, I mean, there's Leokas, who's kind of,
Yes, actually,
paralyzed.
he's paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm out.
Until I make them break concentration. I can actually make an attack, from my Echo's position with this. Can I
Okay.
use my Echo to make an attack on Kashaw's chains from inside the cell?
Yeah, but I'd say
unarmed
you
strike of a
would have to
straight
do that
kick
in
against the-
initiative. Yeah.
Okay, alright. That would be part of the same, that bonus action. in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
You rolled initiative for me.
I didn't see my thing at first. There we go, I refreshed it.
Okay.
11.
Okay. So immediately you go down, grab a scimitar straight off, which means it is again one of the cultists' turn to go.
Oh, where's Leokas on the list? I don't see him. In the initiative order.
Yeah. There we go. He can roll initiative for me, but unfortunately, as I said, he is paralyzed for the moment.
He rolls like a ridiculously high fucking initiative. I mean, you can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns, right, for whole person? Dude, get a 20 up.
So,
Leokas, do
can I
it.
roll initiative?
Yes,
Yeah.
you got
Roll
it.
initiative for me.
They're gonna fuck you up.
Okay.
Damn
yeah.
it! I
So,
saw it roll to a 17 and back to a 3.
so as I said, first to act is one of the cult fanatics. It's Joy and Lugos. You're just kind of in the cells seeing this happen, as immediately one of the cultists approaches and rushes straight towards Maverick. Maverick, I need... Wait, is this... sorry, I just need to see if it's a roll to hit. Okay, it's a roll to hit. So in that case, Maverick, you see as this cultist rushes straight towards you, reaches a hand out, sparking with eldritch energy, puts it straight to your temple. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That is my armor class without the shield.
The pain of not having a shield. Okay, in that case, you are going to take me. You're going to... Christ, you're going to take 49 points of necrotic damage. No, 20, no, 29, sorry. 29, sorry. 29 points of necrotic damage as he reaches out.
As an Azamar, I'm resistant to necrotic damage.
Okay,
Get fucked.
wonderful. So he goes out,
15
casts
points of
it on your
necrotic
temple.
damage, or
You
14.
feel yourself kind of being siphoned of energy. Your cheeks go gaunt as he does this, and that is essentially all he can do. But then it is immediately the turn of his friend, who is gonna rush straight towards you, and his friend is. There we go, got the stat blocks. His friend is just gonna go and make a standard attack against you with his scimitar. That is not a hit. So you kind of siphon of energy. You go to one side, goes straight off the stone next to you. It is now your turn.
I am equipping a scimitar in my
Okay.
thing. Let me see if it. This is a test, and I want to see if it actually goes to the. Okay, it worked. Okay, great.
Okay.
All right. My Beyond 20 is working now.
Okay.
That wasn't a thing, by the way. I was just seeing if the thing actually worked. That's good. I prefaced that before I did the rolls. This is why we do these things. Okay. So okay, it is my turn. All right. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be so much fun. My echo's still up. I'm gonna use that to try to free Kashaw as my bonus action because I'm not gonna swap places.
Okay, you're gonna get your echo to make an attack against Kishor's shackles.
Yes. So it would be my echo is a copy of myself. I could just remanifest it so it has a copy of my scimitar then.
Okay.
I'll make an attack against Kashaw with the scimitar to help free him. I'm gonna free his arms, even if he still has chains dangling.
Yeah.
That would actually be a cool improvised weapon. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave most of the chain attached. I'm gonna strike it as close to the wall as possible. That is a 12 plus 6 to hit.
For the shackles, that is a hit, yeah.
And damage. Max damage 6 plus 3.
Okay. Can I ask which arm shackle you're going for? Because he does have two.
His right hand.
His right hand? Okay. Well, in that case, the shackle immediately bursts. His right hand comes free. Kishore, your right hand is now free. What is your action for this turn in that case?
Alright.
I'm talking to Maverick, sorry. Or not initiative yet. I'll get to
that was
next
my
turn.
my echoes kind of thing that he's doing. My action would try to free his other hand.
Okay. Roll it again for me.
Here we go. Kashaw, I'm doing so much at it. Do I want to divert? Where is Mark? Apparently I don't only have vision out of. Okay, there. Oh, I can click on each one and I have vision. Damn, I hope they don't have counterspell. There's about to be a lot of Mavericks, actually.
Fun times.
Good, send one this way.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast mirror image. I'm gonna make
Freaking help me, man.
myself.
I'm useless here right now.
Whereabouts, sorry?
They all have to be close to me for mirror image. So let me see. Spells, mirror image. 3 illusory duplicates appear near my space as close as possible. Until the spell ends, the duplicates move with you and mimic your action, shifting positions, so it's impossible to track which image is real. So 1 in this empty space, 1 in this empty space, and 1 in this empty space.
Okay, so 1 there, 1 there, and did you say the other one was there, sorry?
Yeah, well, 1 in the back corner, 1. Yes, so they're yes. That is my action.
The whole weight of Mavericks.
Copies.
Okay.
Yes. The
In
whole
that
of
turn,
Mav.
Lakas, paralyzed on the floor. Unfortunately, you cannot do anything but repeat a wisdom save.
I believe in him. Damn, I should have inspired. Damn. Double damn.
Okay,
get to that.
on the
That's
floor,
alright.
you feel you're still paralyzed as you desperately try and break free from it. Okay, back to the next turn of initiative. I am going to enter Kishore into this, as Kishore is now freed from his shackles. So I'll put that into
Both
there.
of them?
Only one, but that's still enough to do some basic spell casting.
Fair enough. Can't deny that. Alright, let's see here.
I mean, you now have a chain whip now, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Can he have the whip stat block?
17.
I don't know
for
if
my
he'd be
initiative.
proficient in it, so I'm going to say no, because he wouldn't really know how to use it.
Oh.
I'd say it would just...
Big fair.
I mean, how hard could it be, though?
Oh, that's better than I thought. 21 for my initiative.
Nice. Okay, so that means as soon as you're freed, you are going to be essentially the first to act. Your hand comes free, you see all around you as these chain images, these mirror images of Maverick appear around you. What do you wish to do?
Do I see
Surrounded
the
by this
cultist?
much attractiveness.
Do I see the cultist in front of me?
There is a cultist sleeping on the ground, and there is one kind of surrounded by Mavericks, and that is the only one you can see. You cannot see the one with
Is
the kind of
it-
golden token.
Is it by the bars, the one who's still standing?
No, it's wait, by the bars do you mean one without the spiral effect?
Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
because there's a total of 3 cultists, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so, oh god, he is going to ignore the pain, and he is going to just try and slip his hand. And if he breaks a finger, he breaks a finger. I'm just trying. If you need me to roll something for that, I will. But
I'm gonna
if,
say
if he can,
you're just gonna try and rip the hand out. I need you to roll a general d20 for me.
is that going to be an action?
No. This is gonna be part of ripping the hand out, which I'll say could be a bonus action.
All right.
Well, depending on how this roll goes.
Okay, general d20. That's going 2. God fucking damn it.
You rip your hand out, but as you do that, your thumb is a tiny bit far out. The shackle goes onto the top of your thumb, pulls it down, and there's a horrible from your thumb. As you pull it down, you feel your bone begin to protrude out from the base of your thumb.
Yep.
You are gonna take, as you do that, luckily isn't much, it's only a thumb. You're gonna take 2 points of piercing damage, and unfortunately, I'm gonna give you disadvantage on sleight of hand checks until that is fixed.
That's totally fine. I got this. That's not even what I am literally rushing up in the bars
Okay.
to that guy right below him, and I'm going to try and with the chain that is
Okay.
tied to my right arm around his neck, and I'm going to use the bars and just pull all of my body weight back.
Okay. I need to make an attack roll for me.
Okay.
Against the sleeping guy?
No, not against the sleeping guy. The guy who's still standing.
Yeah, so this will be a dexterity attack roll.
Okay, cool. Come on. Because, yeah. I'm just going to try to pin him to the bars.
Yeah, because fortunately I don't think
Come
you're
on.
proficient in whip-like weapons.
No, so that's just 14.
Okay. It's enough to hit. It's enough to hit,
Yes.
but unfortunately I wouldn't necessarily say it's enough to kind of wrap around his neck and pull him. But I will say it's going to wrap around his neck as he stood there. And I'm going to say roll me 1d4 bludgeoning damage as it wraps around his neck and kind of pulls tightly.
Okay.
1d4 plus,
Yeah,
plus your strength.
Okay.
Not
That's
Dex?
unfortunate.
Aw.
That's fine. 1.
Okay. At least it isn't 0. As it kind of goes around his face, you see spit and it looks like a tooth fall onto the floor as he begins to grapple with the chain. Is that your turn?
Can I use any of my movement to try and drag him up bars?
I'm gonna say for every 15 feet of movement you use, you can drag him 5 feet.
That's fine. If the chain is around him and I am pinning him against bars, I'm just going to use my full body weight to pin him against it.
Wait,
That's
wait.
fine.
This is real Maverick, isn't it, right here? Who's next to him? This one? Oh no. So you can't really pull him
this
through
one.
real Maverick? Yeah.
Okay.
And then his sleeping friend is on the floor. It's a very fully packed.
Yeah, no,
roster.
the map for me is really small, so I'm.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. In
well,
that case, that's you. Is that the end of your turn?
I should have probably done spells. But yeah, that's gonna be my turn. That was my action, bonus action, my movement. Yep, that's it. Damn
Okay.
It. I wasn't,
In that
wasn't
case,
nearly as good as I was hoping.
you all become aware again of the doors opening. Some more people rush into the bottom. I go up. You see a cultist in robes immediately rush up, go to the door of a prisoner Maverick was talking to, and Maverick, as you're kind of in combat dodging stuff, you hear keys. Get out. The door opens, and you hear this guy is kind of objecting as he is pulled from his cell and forced onto his knees. Just in the hallway here. If it works. Just in the hallway here. Which ends that cultist turn, which means it's the turn of a cult fanatic who is just next to Maverick. What he is going to do.
He wouldn't know which one's real.
He's not going to target Maverick. Seeing Kishore do it and wrap the chain around his friend, he is going to turn. Kishore, I need you to make a wisdom save for me.
Oh, that's fun. This is a spell?
It's a spell.
These are a lot of hold person bullshit, so I'm not for it.
Fuck it, counter spell. I
Okay.
use my reaction for this turn.
Can I ask which level you counter spelling at?
I only have 3rd levels, so
Okay, yeah. So it's a guaranteed success.
okay, cool.
As he just goes and says, "Flee" towards you. You kind of shake it off and continue to wrap up a chain around him. That is on turn.
No one commands Kashaw.
You see a familiar figure enter the room. The wide cultist you saw earlier, who had been saying the not the nicest things, the person who Leokas seemed to be quite acquainted with. As he approaches behind the man on the floor, he gets a large ceremonial-looking knife and puts it towards a man's throat. Throughout the din of combat, he just shouts, "Excuse me, I'd really appreciate if you could stop combat. Oh, this little innocent bystander here. Fortunately, their blood's going to be all over the tiles." Any response?
Why don't you just let us all go? Save us the trouble of having to.
Wish you didn't cut out, it would sound a lot cooler.
Well, look, I'm gonna count down from 3. You can either stop fighting, go back to your cells, or what's your name? He just goes and he goes, Commissioner Millman. Oh, Commissioner Millman here gets his throat slit.
That name doesn't sound familiar at all.
Actually, to you it does. He's essentially the high captain of the Call for Tyrannum. So you know that name from your time on the Marlon Town Guard. You just didn't recognize a person.
Yes, a very high-ranking officer in Colfort.
5, 4,
I let go of the
3.
chain. I back away from the bars.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
Maverick,
1.
you gonna let him die?
No, I just spelled my echo.
Just as the blade it begins to draw blood, the echoes. And the blade is pulled out with a slight drop of blood going down his neck. That's what we like to see, isn't it? Now, if you'd be so kind to return to your allocated cells. The Millman here isn't going to have his head on a pike by noon.
Don't mind my bothering you. Mind if I have my hat back? It's just a hat.
If you go back to your cell, we can arrange your hat being returned.
Fine.
Were you going to send someone my way to fucking help with my poison?
Oh, and that's an added bonus we can do, isn't it? You return to your cell, and your friend here will get medical care.
I go back to my cell. I mean, I never left, but, you know,
Yeah. You just kind of, yeah.
I'm just
And-
pacing.
And you, golden boy? How about I want to kill this man
I
for
want to
you?
be a cocky bitch and teleport like like right up like echo manifest and then swap places.
You doing that?
I mean,
He's gonna kill
back
him
my
if you do
cell,
that.
I'll just fucking fucking be cocky about it. I'm not gonna walk back in willingly. I'm not gonna be escorted. I'll do it my damn self.
Are you putting the echo straight into the cell or in front of him?
I kind of have to do it in 2 steps, unfortunately. I can only do it 20 feet at a time. Unless, where was I? Where is my cell originally? Like, out here?
Your cell was the very bottom one. Yeah. That one.
Oh, you can get rid of the mirror image.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll probably just walk. Sidestep. Now that I can see into the cell, manifest the echo,
Okay.
and then teleport into it.
Before
But all
you...
this time, I'm just looking at this guy just this whole way, just like this deadpan expression. But I'm also going to be looking mainly at the guy that they have on the ground. I want to insight check the guy on the ground to see if he's fine with fucking dying for us.
Yeah, roll insight. And before you teleport in, or the cultist just next to Cetal, see if I can have turns and goes, Miss Scimitar, please.
I toss it like 8 feet down the hallway to like northward. Pick it up.
Very funny.
And I just
Yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it, man. You're finally getting back at this asshole.
Small
Okay.
wins. Small wins.
And inside
Very
checking this
small
guy,
wins.
you can't read anything from his face. He just kind of has a face of defeat and starvation and dehydration. You don't know how long he's been here. As you all turn to your cells, these cultists continue to funnel in. You see another kind of high-ranking looking cultist emerge, and they retrieve their sleeping member. A few of them go back out into what you assume is the guard quarters next to you.
Mike's still just laying on the ground.
You are.
you're
actually-
massively T-posing on the ground.
And actually, as you are still laying on the ground, they return Commissioner Millman to his cell. But you see as Cetal sees Lekas lying on the ground.
Oh no!
Oh, he tried to escape, didn't he? Well, what do you say, boys? Time for our first little interview? I think it's a good time for an interview, isn't it? Right, bring him down to the interview chamber. You see as he gives a really kind of overdramatic nod to Maverick and Lugos behind him. 2 cultists come, pick up a paralyzed Lekas from the floor, and take him down the staircase.
Lucas turns into an ancient dragon.
It's the entire room destroyed.
Everyone dies. Congratulations, you're free.
Okay,
Yeah!
Yeah.
so...
If only you did have access to that magic, man.
So, and also I will add 2 cultists now are left permanently on guard in here to just make sure no shenanigans are happening. As Lekas, your paralyzed body, it's dragged along the flagstones. You were taken down the steep steps and faced with a cold room. As you enter, you see it's incredibly barren in its furnishings. There's 4 braziers in the corners burning. There's a simple chair with iron restraints in it in the center, and arcane runes on the floor. The room is simply stone everywhere. It's freezing cold and has an odd feel to it. You're kind of taken along the floor, dragged, and just your paralyzed body is thrown onto the chair, and the shackles put directly onto you.
Why I'm paralyzed?
They're gonna let go of that eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. But they throw you onto the chair. The cultist who accompanied you there leaves. The rest of you just see Lekas dragged down into there. Lekas, you're positioned on the chair as Cetal takes off his map. His map? Takes off his map. takes
throw
off
it in my
his
mouth.
mask, takes off his gown, and just looks at you on the floor. He just looks and he goes, no need for paralysis here, is there? And you see as he seems to kind of whisper something, and he casts a spell. And then all of a sudden, the paralysis wears off, and you look and you're restrained in this chair. Well, I think we have some talking to do, don't we?
I don't think so.
Oh, of course, that's what you'd say.
I'd like to go back to my cell.
And I would like you to come back to us.
No.
Look.
No. No.
Look, how about... I have a very simple way of doing this, and this is how I'd like it to be, yes? I would just like to go over what exactly happened and why you ran away, and maybe what we could do to improve, you know?
What is this, AA?
He's HR.
You see as he moves over to the far side of the room, he gets a wooden stool and pulls it up directly next to you. He reaches into a pouch and grabs 5 rings. You see, these rings are very wonderful. I put 1 ring on, and it hurts a bit. I put 2 on, it hurts a bit more. All the way up to 5, where you will be begging for death. I call these my shockers. Absolutely shocking, isn't it?
You never really were that funny. I'm starting to think the shawl is better now.
He puts on 2 rings and puts them straight on your temple. You are going to take no damage at all, but it's the most horrible searing pain that rips from one side of your temple to the other. It feels like your brain has had fire just burnt across it as you have a second of pure agony.
Jesus, what the hell is that?
So, where do we start? I believe we start in the days running up to the woods. Tell me, what problems did you have? Where did this whole disloyalty begin? I'm sure it started somewhere.
Well, it started with you making me kill my, friend.
Oh, no, we didn't. What we did is we found a mole in our organization, and you were more than happy, if I remember, to go and do it.
Whoa.
Look, my friend. It's very common upon people who have been through stressful situations to have false memories and things they think happened which really didn't. I think that's what happened with you. You need to realize you're much better off than you are now with us. And you seem to be just making all these false memories in your heads, things that never really happened, and turning what memories you do have around to make us seem to be the bad guys.
You guys are the bad guys.
No, we're here to help, Leargas. Look, we've heard about the spear, you have the serpent spear now. That means you're one of the chosen by Talona. There'll be honor of her. It means you're a fighter.
You guys could have the spear. I'll gladly give without it.
Oh, no. Talona chooses who the spear goes to. You were chosen.
Well, maybe I was chosen to, dismember your little establishment you got going on here.
Why would you want to dismember us? We took you in, we gave you room and board, we cared for you and loved you as one of our own. We did everything you could to make you feel at home. When you ran away and broke our hearts, well, we didn't murder anyone. You murdered people because you wanted to.
I don't remember. I only murdered one person, and that was unwillingly.
No, you were perfectly willing. We said, Aaron, we have discovered a mole in our organization. You, if I recall, you came to my office. You were given a sword, and you said you will happily do what you must to serve us. And you went off and did it with no objections.
Sounds pretty convincing to me.
Sounds like somebody's the Winter Soldier.
Shut up. Okay. Say if I do want to come back. What about my companions out there?
Oh, you don't care about them. What have they done for you? They've held you back in every way. What
No,
have
they-
you done in your time with them which you have genuinely wanted to do? Have they helped you? Have they made you achieve your dreams? Have you got anything from them which you couldn't have got from us?
Friendship?
You had that in spades.
Ah!
You hear Maverick start sobbing.
And I am sorry, Arangus. You were the one who removed friendship from yourself. You were the one who drove a dagger into your best friend's heart. You were the one who did that, and you did so gleefully. So I don't think friendship is high in your totem pole of priorities, is it? No.
He makes a pretty good point,
Yeah,
actually.
he does make a point. Yeah. By the way,
You guys aren't helping. You guys supposed to be on my side.
Look,
Ugh.
I know you think you know what happened, but the funny thing about memories is they're a very fickle thing. If there's no proof of something happening, did it really happen? If I was to destroy all the history books in the world and wipe the minds of everyone who ever lived through it, but history didn't exist. With physics and maths and chemistry, they're universal laws that will always reappear in one way or another. History and memories, I can change them if I want to. You can change them if you want to, and it seems you have. I just want you to see the right memories. The true memories, which you seem to have misplaced.
I'm pretty sure I didn't misplace my own memories and see Vine.
You went through a lot of trauma, and I'm sorry for that, my boy, but we're here to help you.
Trauma? You had me kill somebody.
Because they were a mole and trying to hurt your family. The people who fed you and clothed you, made you your favorite food and hot cocoa. Do you not remember that?
I don't. Hot cocoa.
Oh, I remember, yeah, we made you hot cocoa every single night. Again, it seems to be another memory you have misplaced.
I mean, just
Listen, you guys aren't my family. The closest thing I have to family now are you have them locked in a jail cell threatening to kill them.
Look, you were our family, and you left, and you broke our hearts. Now, a few other people here are rallying that it's only fair we break yours in return to make it a nice, ironic full circle thing, no?
What are you talking about? Break my heart.
But I don't think I should be the one to do it. Can I just ask if you've got another best friend yet?
I do.
Oh, you do?
oh man, it's
Wonderful.
conveniently
Which
Kashaw now
one?
for whatever reason.
I know.
God damn it. Alex, you're gonna hurt me.
Why?
Which one of theirs your best friend?
Why would you say that name?
Oh, what makes you think it's any of them?
Because, you see, Aaron, you only make friends with people you're forced to be in contact with. It seems you've been forced to be in contact with them.
I don't know if I'd say it was forced to be in contact. I mean, we all kind of came together.
Is this coming together after you killed your best friend and ran away from us in our attempts to help you?
He really won't let that one go, will he?
Listen, you guys made me kill him.
No,
all right?
no, we didn't. Again, you're misremembering things. You need to get those false memories out of your head. They're poisoning you and your psyche. See the truth, Aaron. We didn't do
The only
anything.
truth I see here is you have become even crazier than before.
He puts another ring onto his finger. Are we sure about that?
Maybe I was a bit wrong
You
about
see,
the
you
crazy
have
part.
a habit of saying very stupid things. And I
Okay,
know
that's
you're a
what
very
shirt.
you're a very smart boy. You can say very smart things. And we just need to break the habit of you thinking stupid things, because when you think of stupid things, you say the stupid things. And I can always tell when you're thinking a stupid thing.
What are you in my thoughts?
You could say so.
So then my memories could be true and you're just trying to change them on me.
No,
Like you said, you could change memories if you wanted to.
no one can change a memory. You can just change people's opinion on memories.
Wait till I get to level 5, bitch.
Can you hear Kashaw?
I'm sure there was a time when you thought of me as a father.
What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, never thought of you as a father.
I think you did. Again, misremembering things.
No. You definitely be a pretty terrible father. That's, well, you don't have any kids, right?
He reaches out his hand straight to your temple. The searing pain you felt before, it's probably about 1/10 of this searing pain this time. It feels like the front of your head has exploded and fired across the room. As for a split second, this arc of energy goes across your temple. Oh,
You let
stupid
me out of the
things.
chair, and I will end you.
Stupid things. Oh. Puts all the rings on his finger. What did I say about stupid things? All 5 on your temple. The best way I can describe this, it feels as if 1,000 tiny glass shards have been put inside your brain, which has then been run over by a truck, which has then been sent into a black hole. As there's kind of an all-encompassing pain around your head, as just maybe for a fraction of a second.
Could they hear my screams?
Yeah, they can hear your screams.
Oh yeah, then it just echoes throughout the whole halls.
Well,
As tears stream down Leo Costa's face.
You ever see that video of that monkey like knocking on that door? Then he like jumps up on the door. He's like,
Why is it always monkeys with you?
That's Lugos
Why is
right
it
now.
always monkeys with you?
That's Lugos right now. It's. Do you know the video I'm talking about though?
Yeah. But why is it always monkeys with you?
Because monkeys are incredible. Okay. Do you have a problem with that?
thank you for your time. I'll take you back to your cell now.
I want to spit right on him.
His hand reaches out again with all 5 rings.
Can I bite his thumb off?
Jesus.
Do it.
You can try.
I want to try to bite his thumb off.
Make an unarmed attack roll for me.
Okay, I think where is that? I should have arm attack. Okay, I get a +5.
Crit. Crit.
Oh, so close.
How can I ask how much damage your unarmed strikes do?
Yeah.
1 plus your strength mod.
Yeah.
Unless you have like some sort of feat.
Looks like it just does 3
Okay.
damage. Yeah, just straight up 3 damage.
Okay. I need to find something.
Oh no. What did I do? Spencer, listen, this was a joke, okay?
That's a listen, man.
Okay. You move forward. Your teeth go straight onto his thumb. The ring falls to the floor. As you go about halfway through his thumb, you get stuck on a bone. He immediately he takes off all his rings quickly, puts them onto your hand, and just creates a constant arc for about 5 seconds from your head to his hand. After he's done that, I need you to roll a d100 for me.
Oh no.
Because your brain is just pulped. That's the only word to describe it.
Yikes. That's not gonna be good.
24.
Okay. So, for the next 10 minutes after this, your brain cannot do any... It's just spinning from one thought to another in constant agony. So you're going to get the short-term madness effect that you become incapacitated and you spend the duration screaming, laughing, and weeping. As this arc joins onto your skull and just... zzz. He gets this. He calls in another few guards into the room and takes your wailing body back upstairs. He takes you past all of the party and throws you into your cell, shackles you against the wall again. As he prepares...
laughing, screaming.
And weeping. As he prepares to leave the room, he says, "Well, I advise you all don't try anything again. Or that'll be all of you. Good night." He goes, turns, exits the room,
Okay.
leaving you.
Okay.
Okay. I thought Lugos was gonna get healing, but okay.
Okay, what the fuck has been going on? I can't see anyone.
Oh, yeah, it's because you're in your cell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got tortured.
Yeah.
It was like 50 Shades of Grey up there. Just worse.
You're weeping and crying in the light.
Yeah, are you
It was like
screaming
50 Shades
that
of
at
Grey
me?
up
50 Shades of Grey Dwarf.
Oh my
Drug.
god.
50 Shades of Grey more. Awkwardly waiting for the screaming and crying to stop.
Us
Is it loud?
Yeah, it's wailing
Okay.
top of your lungs.
I imagine it's amplified where we are as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
As
that's great.
as this is kind of happening, Maverick puts in a cell completely opposite to you, slumps back down against a wall. Well, that was an impressive demonstration.
Yeah, so in this meantime, I have taken the chain and I have wrapped it around my spell
Yep.
to heal my hand.
Okay. Like a makeshift cast. Make a medicine check
Yep.
for me.
Oh, okay.
Maverick, are you making
Magic.
any response to this guy?
Can they even hear him?
Yeah, I guess it was directed at me, or I'm right across
Yeah.
from him.
He's-
The guy is picking up the random guy, the commissioner.
Yeah, he's speaking straight to Maverick.
5. Man, my roll's just...
Yeah, get rid
Not
of the
today.
bad ones. Let's get rid of the bad ones.
Yep. Just, kind of going through all the bad ones.
5, you essentially just make it so the bone isn't protruding anymore. You kind of tie your hand in such a way that it just stays in your hand, which is an improvement. Yeah, but it isn't feeling too good. You're in a lot of pain.
So, what's my current restrainment status at the moment?
They've put you back in the restraints. Because
Okay.
you didn't destroy yours, you're still in them.
Yeah, I could do this teleporty thingy. Kind of just slack, like, against the wall. I'm trying not to, like, completely, like, let my full body weight, like, pull the, the shackle around my neck. It took a minute, but no, I recognize you.
So, it probably means, it's bad if I'm in here.
And to think that I used to climb the ranks to try to get into an officer's position a while ago.
Well, trust me, it ain't all it seems. A lot of paperwork.
And no one in Colfort raises an eyebrow that the commissioner's missing.
No. And I know exactly why. How much have you heard of the Lemon Underground?
Unfortunately acquainted.
They've been moving against me quite a while now. Time after time, they've tried to put me away. It seems with some recent reshuffling they've done in their leadership, they're getting a bit more boisterous. Turned a few of my own men against me. I did what I could to hold on to power. Any loyalist like me is now in a prison. Executed. Whatever the hell they do of them. And the rest of them are corrupt. They simply say, I'm in my office doing paperwork. And now, Tyrannim, joining with the Lemon Underground. Apparently whoever these schmucks are. Look. Where I see it, nobody is coming for you. Nobody is coming for me. And even if they were, we don't know if we'll be alive when we get here. But if we are to take that tiny chance, I say, save your strength. That's what I've been doing anyway. Do everything you can to just keep as much food in you as possible. Stay hydrated. Don't fatigue. And live. But that's just my 2 cents in it anyway. It's back. So, it's about at this point the screaming dies down.
Yay.
We still hear it.
Okay. Can I ask, for the next however long, are any of you gonna do anything, or are you gonna sit back and save your strength for any opportunities that come up, or are you gonna actively try and put stuff into motion?
I'm just gonna save my strength. There's nothing I can do, and I'm also still bleeding and poisoned.
The poison might just wear itself off naturally.
I'll use a if they don't mind. Use
okay.
Healing word from across the way. Wait, I can't see him. It doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in this scenario. All my cards are like completely used up. I'm useless. So.
Okay. So.
I'm kind of in the same boat.
In that case, if everyone's.
Lucas is just gonna cry
God.
all night because he can't sleep.
I'm gonna try my dangest to let me remove the scimitar from my inventory.
I'll spend all night just mocking Leocasa's crying.
Or maybe trying to take a long rest or a short rest, or
during I would like to take a short rest.
Do I get my hat back?
You got your hat back. It was
Yes.
front for bars, but it was kind of evil because it was just at the front of the cell,
put
so you
on.
had to kind of reach across for it. Okay, so who's attempting to take a short or long rest?
I'll do a short rest, but during that time, since I still know that we're way beneath, but still beneath the Temple of Zalasis, I want to try to reach her.
I will say, you know that petitioning a god can make the god very angry, so I'm going to give you a few minutes to think about what exactly you're going to say. That's okay with you?
How far? Do we have any idea how far below?
You have no idea.
This temp. Okay, well. That doesn't...
We can probably guess.
Yeah,
that
guess.
that the shaft was. The original mine shaft was like 2 50-foot ropes tied together.
Yeah.
And we were also going down beneath the temple to begin with.
So we could be like an odd, like, maybe...
We could be a couple
70.
100 feet below the surface.
It could be a couple hundred. It could be like, I don't know. 100 something.
I will say, as you are all kind of in these cells, attempting what rest you can in these desolate conditions, your head spinning, your kind of entire body's aching, you notice a horrible pattern begin to emerge. In that every 20 minutes, or every half an hour, depending on how sloppy the guards are being, a guardsman will enter, grab the iron bucket, put it in the stagnant water, and throw it over you. Every single time, every half an hour. Then, about every 6 hours, through the gates, a horrible slurry of food is given to you. It seems the food that is given to you is essentially a beige slurry of beans, lukewarm water, and vegetable chunks.
At least it's healthy.
Yeah,
it's kind of slid from bars to you every day. But apart from that,
How do we eat it?
Well,
just
the
have to
people that are still chained can't.
Yeah.
So every 20 minutes as well, you get stagnant water thrown over you, which means none of you can actually mechanically take a rest as long as this goes on. So, a few hours pass.
Do
few
the
more hours
guards tend
pass.
to?
And I guess I'll just use a second wind instead.
Do they tend to get sloppy with it, or are they very diligent?
They always arrive at about the same time.
There we go.
Well, not
Alright,
not the arrival of the time, but like, are they throwing the water on us as if they expect us to be in the same place every time?
No. They will find you in the cell and throw the stagnant water on you.
So, are they always by themselves? Or are they in a pair?
They come in two, and what we've done as well is just put 2 more guards on constant patrol after your first escape attempt.
Okay.
Can I ask how long you're all waiting? However long until something interesting happens, or?
Here's what I'm going. No.
Completely
Here's what I'm doing. Now that I have my hat, the brim actually uses metal to keep its shape. So I'm going to try and, with my back turned, even if I get splashed constantly, I'm going to try and get our message train going up again, and using the piece of copper wire that uses my hat brim to try and cast message in clandestine with everybody else.
Okay. Who are you casting it to?
So,
Probably whoever's next in the cell next to you to start.
yeah, because I can whisper the spell through solid objects if it's beyond the barrier. So I start with Maverick, or he.
You keep cutting in and out, Kashaw.
Yeah, you
God
want to
damn
fix
it.
that.
Sorry. Hold on.
Alright.
I'm just going to, with a little bit of piecing things together, get a messaging train going.
Okay.
So that way we can at least maintain a sense of communication with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So this is clearly terrible. Does anybody have a way to get out of their shackles? If we can all get out and work with each other, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Can I ask, are you including the other prisoner in this messaging chain, or is it just your party?
I might as well.
Okay.
I basically send these messages out like letters. And once they come back to me,
To
I
whom
can
it may
send.
concern. To whom
Yeah.
it may concern. To whom it
Yeah.
may concern.
I send them.
Copy-paste.
I send them out. I get them back, and if somebody's trying to talk to someone else, I tell them that message. So for the time being, I'm trying to
Oh,
incognito.
you're
the
literally
postal
the
service, yeah.
fucking,
Yeah, no,
like
I
you're,
am.
yeah. God,
It's
what
like
are
a
those
switchboard
rerouters
operator.
called? Switchboard
Yeah.
operator, yeah.
Yeah, I am a switchboard
Everything goes
operator.
through Kashaw.
Yeah, but if anybody needs to talk with one another at the moment, we can do it silently, telepathically, doing this. Just keep in mind what you're saying, because it goes through me.
Let's talk shit about Kashaw to Kashaw.
Yeah. Hey Kashaw, can you tell Joy that I think Kashaw sucks? No, I'm just kidding. No. No, Kashaw's the best. We love you.
No, baby, we love
I
you,
will only
Kashaw.
reply the first message to me, I will reply with, I would like to orchestrate something, but right now I need to prepare for something.
All right, I'll leave you alone then. Lugos, how are you doing?
Well, I'm completely tied up. I'm useless. I ain't got nothing.
So, if I get a little bit of the sediment off the wall, I might be able to break a fair good bit of this prison. But that seems very dangerous, and I don't want to hit you or anybody else in the process.
If we can reach my gear, I have a potion of fire breathing, I think.
Well, if
In
you
tight
did-
corridors like this, you can hit a lot of them.
I just need to be able to see you. If I can, then I'll be able to heal you, so we can work on that. Next message. Joy, do you have any way of getting out of your bindings?
Few ideas, but no.
If you need me to cause a distraction with the guards, talk them up or something to get you time, I can do my best. You're our best chance of getting out of the locks themselves. Pretty sure. So.
Okay. During all this, I want to see if I can, like, just slowly give myself room with both of my wrists. Just slowly work at it during all of this.
There's something that the DM forgot.
Probably,
my pack weapon can't be more than 5 feet away from me for more than a minute.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
It'll disappear into the ethereal,
And then you
I
can
can
summon it again.
as an action in my hand, and I can have it take any form that I wish.
A key.
So I technically still have the purifier.
You do.
I forgot about that. I could have fucked them up earlier, but I didn't.
To be fair, I was thinking, it's like, can't he just summon his packed weapon? Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Is my pick.
This will be more interesting. Once we have the full party available, then we can fuck them up.
Can I do that with the spear? Is that just like a material thing right there?
That's a hexblade thing.
Yeah, it's a hexblade thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unless you're an Eldritch Knight, in which case, yeah, just summon that shit.
Fucking RC. Alright. We need an RC unit in this party.
Yeah. So with all that, I just kind of pace around my room a little bit, and I keep an eye on the guards.
Okay. Also, unfortunately, you can't pace because your neck is still. No, actually, no. Your neck was blasted off. Yeah, so you're fine.
Yeah, I'm allowed. I'm the only one that's allowed to pace.
Yeah.
And I also have a chain gauntlet, so fuck these guys.
Chain.
I message out again. If you see someone with the keys, let me know. I might be able to get them on our side. Very momentarily, though. I send that message to all of you, including the other guard.
Not the other guard, but the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy.
He is a kind of guard, isn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, in the interim, I'm just gonna have Kashaw stay a little bit away from the bars and just like kind of look out and take a look around. I bet he can't see that much, but if he sees one of the guards, he's gonna be like, hey you, come over here.
What?
How'd you get into this whole cult business?
So don't like people like you.
You don't know anything about me.
I can
I'd
tell
like to know.
from a facial expression.
Oh, come on now.
No, it's just a shit-eating grin.
I ain't smiled. Not yet, anyway. Seriously, how'd you get roped into all this? Because of people like me?
You don't talk with prisoners. I don't talk with prisoners. Prisoners don't talk to guards.
Well, you don't gotta talk to me. I'm talking to you. You can respond. It's up to you.
I have actually a wonderful idea. Just move your face real close to the bars here.
Oh, really? Really? Oh. Oh. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it, guys? Do I do it?
No.
Do it.
Okay. How's about I make a suggestion? How's about you go try to find me a set of keys,
I assume you're casting suggestion?
Yup.
Okay, is that a charisma save?
That is a wisdom save of 15.
Okay.
Well, these guys don't seem very wise, so.
So wisdom. Bog standard. That is a natural 4.
Ha! Ha 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 ha! That's not gonna work, but it's fine.
Kind of turns his head. You want keys?
You know, when your shift ends, next guard comes in. Just try to get him for the next time you see me, you know?
As you're saying this, the other guard in the room is overhearing this conversation.
I'm
You
trying
can't
to
turn.
keep this to a whisper, but yeah, I'm trying to keep it down. That's just
Can't
what
turn.
I'm trying to keep it. Muttered.
Yeah, he kind of approaches and is like, well, what's all the chit-chat about?
You see, I'm trying to make friends, trying to understand where you decided to join a cult. I want to know. I want to know the kind of mindset one has to have feel okay with this sort of thing. Your friend here is just telling me about it. That's all.
I've got a question.
I might have an answer.
How do you like your tongue to be sliced out?
That does not sound amenable to me.
Oh, wonderful, because if you keep talking, that's what's going to happen. Yep.
He just smiles. He doesn't say anything. He just smiles. Steps away from the bar. And in that kind of in a really dark sense, he's gonna use prestidigitation to make his eyes glow green as he steps into the back of the chamber, and he's just gonna smile and he says, "You want my tongue so bad you can come and get it," and he just steps to the far back.
Well, no food for you. Done. Oh, and by the way, you keep doing that glowy eye thing. We're gonna take your eyes as well.
So,
And I head
just
back
as
to
a
the
point-
guard stations.
just a point of reference.
I want to try to get the guard's attention.
Yeah, just as a point of reference, that spell lasts for 8 hours. So when this guard shifts out, he's still compelled to try and get me some keys.
Okay, okay.
I want to get his attention. As the guards kind of pass by myself, they do.
They're just kind of patrolling up and down, every so often staring in.
Oi, oi.
Jesus Christ, why are you all so talkative?
Shut the fuck up, please.
Oh my god, left and right, you're all losing food privileges.
No, listen, right. How ironic that I'm losing food privileges. Look at all the fucking bowls of food that you brought me that I'm going to fucking eat, because I'm chained up to the wall, you jackass.
Oh,
how about you come inside here and fucking release me, or else I'm going to starve to death before I can give you any information.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Jackson, pass me that bowl of stew over there. Jackson heads into the adjacent guard room, brings back a bowl of stew. Oh, here you go, and he throws it through the chain, through the bars of the jail, and you just get stew splashed all over you.
Can I catch it with my feet? Can I catch the bowl with my feet?
Is it steaming hot?
He's doing it in a way so that he's just throwing contents at you, if that makes sense. He's just, and then he just clatters the thing to the floor. It's lukewarm. It's really quite unappetizing. Oh, is that enough food for you?
Would you please come in here and unchain me so I can actually eat before I starve to death? Right?
You're not a very intelligent. You're not a very intelligent little fella, are you? Why do you think we care if you starve to death?
What's the point of bringing the food then?
Mental. It's just out of reach. And as you slowly succumb to the hunger, you feel your body shrinking, your ribs getting smaller. That little bowl of food will always be a few centimeters away, and you will die in agony. That's why.
Tell me, what's the purpose of tying up our friend Leo Cost and bringing him to the interview room? Are you looking for the Blood Forest or something?
What?
The Blood Forest.
Never heard of it.
Is that right? Well, it's what your little group has to find if you want to complete that little ritual of yours.
Do you have a family?
No, actually. They're all dead.
We're all dead.
Yep.
What's that? Your parents? Siblings?
Nope. They're all gone, actually. I'll tell you about the Blood Forest. Maybe your boss might know. How about you send them on through here? I just want to be done with this business as soon as possible.
I know. How How'd we all die?
Well, my parents, they died of old age. My sister, she was attacked by a beast.
Oh. Recently?
Semi.
Oh. Well, that is a shame. Where?
Him asking me all these questions, do I get the sense that he already knows?
Roll insight.
Sure.
Do I know any of these cards?
No.
19.
No.
Okay.
You get the sense that he has ulterior motives, but you don't exactly know what. They could be good or bad.
Ulterior motives. Oh, wouldn't you like to know, eh?
Well, you see...
I'll tell you if you unchain me.
Oh, you see, that's a very good deal. I was just thinking, what we could do is we could go and find your sister's grave, dig her up, turn her little bones into dust, and put it in your little food in front of you. Oh, how's that sound?
Really curious question. I've been looking for my sister's grave, actually. Quite hard to find with the forest that moves around.
Well, don't worry, we'll go find him, and we'll go and put a little skeleton in front of you. How's that sound?
Oh, why are you so fucking awful?
No.
I want to spit in his face.
Unfortunately, I'd say you can't quite spit that far, but you can try. You can roll a d20 and make it like an Olympic level spit.
Nat 20.
It's like a javelin. 10d6
yeah.
bludgeoning damage, straight through the head. It kind of falls sort of just off the bars. Oh, well, I see you've stopped being a talkative little prick now, haven't you?
How about you suck my hairy ball? Real tough guy when you're on the other side of a couple of bars, aren't you? Your robes are trash.
He kind
The
of
robes. Wow.
tilts his head. He whispers something to the guard next to him. The guard next to him gets like a sneer over his face and heads into the back room.
Give
All
me
right.
those keys. Give me those
All right.
keys.
We'll see. We'll see what we can do. And you just get kind of an ominous vibe from that sentence.
Before we came in here, did we take a long rest?
Yeah.
We did.
Can I cast a seal?
Which one, sorry?
Can I just cast a seal on the guard that's talking to Elijah?
Yes, to do what? Sorry.
Oh wait, never mind. This doesn't cause a seal. I wanted to try to invoke authority.
Okay.
Oh my.
Can you read that description to me, because I don't have it on hand?
Choose a target. If their charisma is less than yours, they must make a wisdom save. If they fail, they attack their closest ally.
Oh.
My keys.
Okay.
If their charisma is equal to or higher than yours, it has no effect.
Okay, your charisma will be higher than them. Their charisma is only a 10, so they need to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
Are you sacrificing a spell slot to do that, or is it a short rest, long rest?
It's. I think it's one of the short rest things.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is a natural 19 on the save.
Damn it.
Oh. Well, I guess my key idea gets slashed.
Well, during all this, I do want to cast Firebolt on the chain around my neck. She's fucking tired of this bullshit.
Okay,
So just on the one that's around her neck.
Because I will say, or obviously you did that before. No, you didn't do it before.
I didn't do it before.
Okay,
no.
so it's guaranteed hit, but it's still going to be 3d10s of damage, fire damage for you.
Doing it 3 times just on the one.
Yeah, because it's normally 3 hits to actually destroy it, and your firebolt does 2d10 at a time, and it's halved because your resistance, so it'll be 3d10s to get your neck free.
Hey, Kashaw, you still got your message up, right?
Yep. We can cast message freely. You just have to respond to this message.
I'm gonna ask Maverick if he has anything prepared.
Hey, Maverick. Leah Cass is asking if you have anything prepared.
At the tone, please message.
You can respond to this message.
For 25 cents.
No, that's sending.
That's sending. Message can be however long I want.
Damn it.
Could I insert with message? Could I send gifts over message?
Well, you gotta
Alright,
pay.
we're
You gotta
definitely
pay for
let
the.
Lugo
Sure, you
start.
gotta
All right.
subscribe.
Pay for the
Let
nitro,
Lugo
boy. You
start,
gotta pay for the
and,
nitro.
I
Jesus.
reply with, well, I felt the presence of my weapon leave me, so I feel like I can resummon it, if that helps.
Pretty sure Mav's still got his weapon available, if he needs it. But he seems a little busy at the moment, trying something.
Does anyone have any clever ideas besides me casting fire on myself? Which I'd really rather not do.
Well, I mean, if Maverick gets in there, he could blast you out, like he did with me. Or if you happen to have, I don't know, some kind of, you have a bobbin pin? I have a bit of wire if you need to borrow some.
Oh, yes, that would be great.
Well, I mean, the problem is the guards there presently are gonna be a problem. They're gonna notice him shifting in and out and probably cause problems, so.
Can I use Find Familiar and send a little rat to get the metal piece from Kashaw?
Okay.
Let me see, because I don't know if it has material. Are you casting it as a ritual, sir?
Ooh.
Because I assume you'd cast it as a ritual, so you don't have to use any material component. Oh no, it is still, even as
it
a
does
ritual,
have
you still need,
components.
yeah.
Yeah, damn it.
That's why I have access to this spell, because I use the wire in my hat. I have access to Shatter, because Micah is built into walls. And Sand for sleep, so...
How far away is Kashaw's? Let's see.
We have no idea. I have no idea. I
You
have
can
no
just kind
idea
of
where-
communicate. You actually don't actually know the proximity of each of the cells.
Yeah, I just know your pretty face, and I'm able to use that as my concentration. So, hey, it says to people I'm familiar with, there is no barrier
Damn
that
it.
exists.
In this case, I'll say, as you kind of I assume you'll kind of do very careful kind of planning and bide your time, because obviously, sure, you're waiting for that guard to clock off, I assume, so you can actually possibly get
my keys, yes.
Yeah. So I'll say, are you guys just kind of biding your time for a few hours and seeing what you can do?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. In that case, an hour passes.
Do those
Water.
guards come back and see what they're gonna do?
An hour passes. Water's running again. Another hour. Another hour. Another hour. It's constant water, so you can't take any kind of rest, and you're getting fatigued at this point.
How many days has it been?
None. You've only
knows?
been there for about 5 hours, and you've already made one escape attempt. And
But I mean, at the same time, 5 hours trapped in a cell, I mean, you just kind of lose track of time underground.
yeah, it's
True.
you don't have any kind of bearing on time, and at this point, an hour may seem like 10 seconds or 20 hours. It's just all getting quite distorted. As you feel yourselves getting kind of weaker and weaker, and every so often you'll get cramp in kind of the position you're in. More splashing. Leokas, you're taken for another short interview with Zetels.
What did I do?
The same stuff happens where he tries to convince you about your memories are indeed fake and you need the real memories back.
If he has another interview, I'm gonna ask him if I join him, will he let the other guys go?
Oh, no.
I want to try to bite his
Fuck
finger
you,
again.
I'm not joining.
Unfortunately, he seems to be pretty well guarded about the whole bite your finger trick.
Damn it.
He's now just running closed fists with his thumb kind of tucked in.
I ask him how's your thumb?
It's just a death stare. How was your best friend?
Dumb.
My best friend's not here.
Oh, because you killed him.
I don't remember killing him. I'm pretty sure you made me kill him, but we can go with yours.
As happens, a kind of a classic, no, you wanted to do it, kind of goes on and on. Returned maybe 4 hours later. Again,
4 hours? God damn.
yeah,
Tortured for 4 hours.
your interview lasts for about half an hour, but outside of a cell, about 4 hours pass. Lugos, you see us for 2 guards you were talking to return. One of them doesn't seem to have clocked off yet, but they have a stool. And on the stool, it has a hole in the middle of the stool.
Oh, you dick.
What? I'm so confused.
No, I know what this is.
I think I know what this is too.
It's just a stool for him to sit on.
No, I know what this is.
Yeah. Listen, I actually have studied torture implements. That's just rude.
Oh.
You're rude. You're being very rude, Spencer.
I've just watched James Bond.
Shut up.
They drag the stool to the outside of Lugos' cell. So, do you want a stool?
Boy, desperately.
Ah.
Oh no.
Well, in that case... Well, you see, my friend, you told us to, suck your hairy ginger balls, as you so eloquently put it.
What is going on?
I wasn't serious. I didn't know you were going to take me up on my offer, you saucy boy.
You saucy boy.
We just decided if they're not there, it's gonna remove such threats from your vocabulary.
Right.
Is it
Hey,
not?
is that one guy that Kashal charmed, is he off duty?
No, it is. The 2 of them still in there.
Well, before we really actually get down to this, I must warn you, I hope you brought mouthwash, at least. I've been sitting in the cell for a couple hours.
Don't worry.
Okay.
We
boys
brought
have
the
been
ceremonial bolt cutters.
The ceremonial bolt cutters.
Terrible.
That's gonna be my next packed weapon that I conjure is the ceremonial fucking bolt cutter.
Just a little off the top.
Just a little off the top, Doc.
So,
I like a perm. A little off
you see, we can either do this to you,
Boy, would you just shut the fuck up and stop edging me and get in here already?
Ew.
or you can tell us what abilities your friends have and we can work from there.
Boy, I'm such a diplomat. Do I tell you right here? Or
Oh,
will you
yeah.
take me to another room?
No, you in plain view, you're gonna tell us right here in front of all your friends so they can see the knife go into their back, or you're gonna see a knife go into your scrotum.
Alright, I'll tell yous. Leo Cass, the one that you're after, well, he can turn into your mother, and I actually have great sex with him, and he's absolutely phenomenal at it.
I fucking love you, Lucas.
And let me tell you, it captures everything from her big bosoms to her. Well,
Oh my
all
god,
the
you're
rest up to you.
absolutely getting castrated, but I'm so proud of you.
I'm so fucking proud of you. I'm so happy.
Oh
right now.
no.
Yeah, you know
He's
what?
going out
Fuck it.
brave.
No, fuck it. Yeah, do I hear this going on?
You can hear the threats going.
I'm gonna fuck it. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna do vicious mockery
Okay.
to the guard who's
The guard who's
threatening
talking.
him. Not,
Yeah.
not the one.
That's
yeah, not the
a
one who
natural
I tried-
7 on a wisdom save.
Woo!
2d4, let's go. It's like,
Yeah.
I turned into human.
No, I'm gonna say, it's real convincing too. Looks just like your mom.
A cow.
Oh,
And
I
that's gonna
suppose-
do.
suppose
Hold
he's
on.
next on my chopping block, or...
That is gonna be 5 psychic damage.
Nice. I suppose
And
he's
he has
next
this-
on my chopping block, or should I say the chopping stool?
Oh, I thought it was the sucking stool, sorry.
Jesus.
The sucking stool.
Oh my
It's the stool.
god.
It's the stool he sits on.
Is this appropriate?
No, absolutely
Not at all.
Definitely
You
not.
threw us into a dungeon. You threw us into a
You
dungeon.
followed me, alright.
Uh,
You should have read the contract.
Spencer, you did not trap us in here. We trapped you in here with us.
We're gonna give you one more chance.
Or what?
Oh, as we have already said, you're gonna sit on this
suck my
stool.
ball.
We're gonna do something that's gonna be very painful. Then you're gonna lose your manhood.
How many guards are here?
2.
It's just for 2 patrol guards, but you get the sense they'll probably bring more in whilst it's happening to just control you.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you if you unchain me. I'm starving. I haven't had a bite to eat all day.
I'm sure you still have a bean from a stew on your shoulder. Try that. I think I just had to say to you, I'm sure you got a bean on your stew from your shoulder. It's fine.
No, you said. I think you said it right the first time.
No, you said it right the first time.
Oh, wow.
You've got to be the worst captors in history. Holy fucking shite.
You're right.
I was taken prisoner by the Tyrannim once, and let me tell you, you really got your work cut out for you if you're trying to get any information. Just see
Jackson,
how you treat people.
give him some of our special dust.
Quick question.
Good lad. And he walks out. As Maverick is just about to ask his question, you see as 3 other guards steps forward. The one who sure has said to get the keys. He has a small pouch. He gets a handful of dust and just throws it straight towards
my
you.
nose if I can.
I will still need you to make a yeah, your hands are kind of, but you can still try. But unfortunately, I'll still need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Sure.
I've got a message to Shaw and just a simple, like, monotone sorry.
What?
And
Well,
I'm gonna cast Fiery Halo. Or
Okay.
Burning
Oh, dear.
Halo.
Whilst
boy.
this is happening, Lugas, this dust is thrown into your cell, and you immediately breathe it in, and it feels like your throat has completely closed. You are going to be incapacitated and suffocating, but not to the point of
Oh my
lethally
God, it's the
suffocating.
dust of dryness.
Just essentially struggling for every. It's essentially. If any of you have seen the Deadpool film, it's kind of that kind of oxygen deprivation tank I put him in. It's like you can barely breathe, you're just gasping for breaths to a point it's just torture.
It's the
Man, at this point, I'm getting so pissed off. I really want. This is a question for the DM.
Yep.
If it has ever reached this point. Back a while ago, when we were with Balian,
Yep.
we happened to notice that gentleman that Balian was tracking down was able to turn into a werewolf willingly.
Yeah.
How did he do it? Am I able to do this?
You are not yet a full lycanthrope, if that makes sense. But it's
Right.
once your powers kind of come fully into fruition and you embrace it, that is when you kind of gain that ability.
Interesting.
And as this is happening, Lakas, please read me the description of that spell.
You give to an enemy with a fiery halo that inflicts their mind with infernal thoughts, causing them to see allies as enemies. Choose a creature within range. They must succeed a charisma saving throw or be charmed by you for the duration. While under your sway, a halo of fire floats above the target's head.
Okay. And is this one who just threw the dust or the one who's leaving?
The one who just threw the dust, so he can get the guy in the
Okay.
back.
11? It doesn't make it, I don't think.
Where's my spellcasting modifier? It saved as a DC. It's 13. I don't know.
Okay, nice. So
Hell
there's an
yeah.
immediate. Yeah, your eyes flash kind of a reddish green for a second as this fiery, burning crimson red halo erupts on top of his head. His hand immediately twists as he just throws this dust down, puts it back in his pouch. You see him draw his dagger, and you see him walk down the hallway, and the guard's doors close behind him with a ting, ting. You hear a very, very quiet like, "Oi, Jackson, what are you doing?" And then you just hear, and it seems like some stuff is going on. You hear screams and shouts, and then you hear the shouting seemed to stop for a second, and then all goes quiet. As the doors are swung open, maybe 10 minutes later, the body of a guard being dragged by 2 of the other guards. It seems to have been stripped of all its important possessions, its equipment and such, and is just thrown down in the middle of one of the cells. I want to
cast it again.
Was that my
on
key
one of the
guy?
guards? That was your key guy.
God
Okay.
damn it.
That's why I said sorry.
So casting it on one of the guards that enter?
Yeah.
Okay. Natural 7 again.
It
Okay.
happens again.
As they enter, throw the corpse of the guard down, draw the scimitar, attempt to slice the throat of the guy next to him. These 2 cultists are kind of embroiled in a fight, and it ends with another druid rushing in, putting his hands out and casting Hold Person on the guy afflicted by the fiery halo, who kind of is paralyzed and falls to the floor. They
I would
drag...
like to try to break out again.
Okay, roll me a strength check, but you are still, unfortunately, suffocating and incapacitated.
That's okay.
So I will need you to make another constitution save as well for me.
Sure, I got.
I'm gonna phase through the bars and summon Purifier.
Constitution save is 14.
Okay, you're going back to the map.
Yep, I'm phasing through the bars and summoning Purifier in my hand.
Okay, are we doing this? Are we
Perfect
doing
distraction.
this? As this is happening, I'm running to the bars. Do I see him? Our good boy Maverick?
Well,
Can
Maverick,
I see him?
Maverick would be there. You can probably just get a glimpse of him, but nothing much.
20 feet.
Good fucking enough. I use my last level 3 spell slot and I cast haste on him.
Yes, let's fucking
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm just getting all this.
You just say the word quickly now, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, just like the fights.
Up the tempo.
Up, the tempo.
Okay.
Drop the blue.
In that case.
So now you don't need a shield. Your AC's back to 18. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, additional actions on each of your turns, and you can attack with stuff or dash
Maverick,
or do shit.
Roll initiative for me.
This is where the question comes in. Can Purifier take the form of a magical +1 bashing shield?
Oh. Drop the base. Wop 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 wop.
Because I can have it take any form of a weapon I'm proficient in, and it counts as a +1 magical weapon. Can I summon a +1 shield, so I can have a 21 AC and all of my shield master shit?
Okay, I just need to check something. This will decide whether or not it can be done. I think a shield might actually be classed as equipment, not weaponry.
It is classified as equipment.
Yeah. So if we're going off it being classified as equipment...
Can I summon a spiked shield, which is a weapon?
Make a religion check.
Alright, here we fucking go. I want a 21 goddamn AC and a spiked shield, okay?
Yeah, make a religion check for me. As you kind of try to attempt to draw on these extra powers.
That's a nat 10. That's a nat 10, right in the middle.
Yeah, and also roll initiative for me, please, as well. Also, I couldn't see that religion roll for some reason.
Do I need to roll?
Are you engaging in combat?
In some way or another, yes, I will be doing that.
Okay, so I'll put you on there as well.
My thing you went.
Bitch.
While this is all going, can I cast Shield of Faith on Maverick?
I'd say, yeah, at the start, you can cast Shield of Faith from Maverick.
Action, yep.
Okay. Maverick, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on you.
Okay, no, I have a 20 AC, thanks.
Maverick, have you rolled out religion check for me?
My foundry crashed, so it didn't send it. One sec. Okay. I'm not in here right now. I don't know where
That's
I am.
completely fine.
Are you alright, Alex? You're kinda...
I just got a drink, and I'm like...
Whiskey?
Maybe.
I only asked because the breaths were, well, they were a little breathy.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's because it's so tense.
It is tense, and I might have actually gotten a drink. It's fine.
Is Foundry working?
Loading.
There we go. All right.
Loading. Alright, now I can see things. My phase distance from here, so I was here, I can go 15 feet at a time with my echo, so I'm just gonna go right there.
Okay.
That's part of the phasing, so that way I can do stuff. And,
Noted.
that's a 17 on initiative.
Nice.
Religion check, it didn't send. That's even worse. It wasn't that 10 at first, so I didn't.
Okay, so unfortunately, I'll say you kind of attempt to draw on some power to summon the Spike Shield, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be kind of working. You can only think of your more conventional weapons as you attempt
I
to
can
summon
only think of Purifier right now, so I guess it's just Purifier.
In the heat of the moment, that's all you can think of.
I mean, heat of the moment, I can only think of the Purifier. I would like to have my Shield Master stuff, but that's okay.
Okay, which means as you burst out, you summon Purifier, Leocast helps you out, Shaw helps you out as you are in this state of pure combat. But it actually means Kishore is the first to go as he watches all this happen. As soon as Maverick darts out, you are up. What do you wish to do?
All right, first thing I'm gonna do. Can I see the? I don't know. Do you guys think breaking any of the bars would be a good idea? Probably
Weapons.
not.
Yes.
Protect the innocent at all cost. We don't want them using any kind of leverage.
Right. Okay.
Cast heat. Can you cast heat metal, Kashaw?
Not if you want to keep haste.
If haste ever breaks, cast heat metal on the bars of our innocent prisoners so they can't touch them to get them out of there.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Oh, good shit. I'll stay in front of. I will literally stay in front of, so they're not gonna come past me without.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just do a vicious mockery.
Okay. On who, may I ask?
Someone within 60 feet who can hear me.
Hey.
Okay.
Is that one guy, or is that one guy with the fire halo dead?
No, he's paralyzed.
All right. Well, he still has that halo on him, and he's still under my control.
Can that guy hear me? Because I'd like him to make that save, please.
The paralyzed guy.
The one who's doing the whole
one who's doing the casting.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. That's a 15 wisdom saving throw.
Let me see what these stats are.
But then again, it's a druid, so we're probably not gonna work.
Nat 1.
2d4 psychic. Let's go.
So is my guy unparalyzed?
7 psychic damage. He needs to make a concentration check.
Concentration check.
Right.
DC 10.
And he also has disadvantage on his next attack.
Concentration check. Nat 2.
He's no longer
Nice.
paralyzed. You have your friend back, Leocast.
He is no longer paralyzed. As his concentration breaks, this guy, his muscles come back to him.
Is he gonna stab the other cultist?
That's his order.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, Kishore, is that your turn?
That's my action. Fuck it. Fuck him up, Maverick. And I give him a bardic inspiration.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, which brings us to the turn of one of the cult fanatics who has entered the room at the same time as the druid casting a spell. He sees Maverick once again trying to escape. He's gonna cast Whole Person. Please make a wisdom save for me.
Initiative for my guy?
For your guy, as in you, or the guy who's got the halo?
I'll remember this D8.
The halo man.
The halo guy is already in initiative.
What is he, 7 or 13?
He is 7.
Okay.
That would be an 18 on the wisdom save.
Okay.
Thanks, Kashaw.
Okay, that is successful. As he goes out, tries to cast Whole Person you, it doesn't quite work. So then, seeing you out, he is immediately going to go and dart towards the door. Okay, you see him just turn, try and cast it, and then he sprints out. He seems to be shouting something at the top of his lungs as he does so. Brings us to the turn of Maverick.
You then see probably the worst since the White Wings look on Maverick's face. He bleeds from the eyes. He uses one of his extra actions to cast darkness from him centered on himself. and you just hear in a booming voice in celestial language, "You are not running from me, and I'm going to chase him in my magical orb of darkness."
Okay, so may I ask how big the darkness is around you?
15-foot radius.
Okay, so as you do run, you will get opportunity attacks, but it will be a
At
disadvantage.
disadvantage?
Yeah.
5.
Yes, it will be a disadvantage. So as you try and run,
Let's beat this 21 AC at disadvantage, Spencer.
yeah. The first one's a natural 12, but I can't even beat it. There's no point.
5, 10,
To immediately run off
15,
a scimitar darting past your face.
20, 25. As a bonus action, I'm going to manifest my echo right next to him and make 3 attacks.
Oh my god, okay, what's ahead for me?
I will be using my constitution point to make the additional attack from the echo's position. I can do that once per long rest.
Man.
I am making all 3 attacks from my echo's position.
Okay, go ahead, roll to hit 3 times.
End him. Do it.
The first one is a modded 20.
Okay.
The second one is a 12.
Okay.
The third one is an 18.
Ooh,
So
baby.
2 of them hit. Roll damage for 2, please. So it's
I don't have a
then
shield.
block
I'm
damage.
fucking two-handing this.
Okay. It's like, at what point do you become a bad guy? You know? This poor
First
guy.
one is 6.
He's been
As far
butchered.
as we're concerned, this is justified.
This is absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you mean, this poor
The
guy?
second one is 13. That is 19 points of slashing damage. with the
19
two-handed
points of slashing damage. Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my bonus action and my action. I get an addition, and that's my also an attack action. So I am shrouded in darkness, manifested my echo, and did the
Okay.
attack action.
So you dart past, duck out of the way of an opportunity attack, see this guy running, he turns around, see you darting towards him, embroiled in darkness, and
Thinking that he's out of my range, and then all of a sudden,
yeah, all of a sudden he's just encased in this darkness he can't see through, and he feels horrible tearing sensations down his shoulder and in his hip, as with Purifier, you swing it, beautiful arcs, blood flies everywhere from the darkness orb you find yourself in, just on the walls, as there's just faint screams coming from within. Is that your turn?
where is the other me? I can't see that.
Just down there, sorry, next to the druid. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
around the corner. I don't know. I can't click the other one.
That's
Because I
weird.
don't. You attempted to move a token that collides with a wall.
By the way, Spencer, how did I do on my strength check to get out of the
Was that
there we
a,
go, okay.
what was his strength, sorry?
It was a 17.
17, I'd say it's because they are just iron gauntlets. You can slip one arm out
Okay.
with that. You just kind of yank as hard as you can. The chain it breaks in a what you think might be a weak point from the ages. It buckles off. But that brings us to return of one of the cultists, who is immediately going to move up and try and secure the other cells. The rest of you just see this cultist immediately draw his blade and say, "All of you, stay there." Then the druid, who had Maverick run straight past him, and one version of Maverick now next to him, is going to cast some spells.
I don't listen to him.
I'm still in magical darkness. This one is in magical darkness.
Yeah.
This echo is not in magical darkness.
Oh, do you mean the one who called
The
up to the
echo
guy
does
isn't?
not. I did
Okay.
not swap places with my echo, so I'm
Okay.
shrouded in magical darkness with this druid. He cannot see me.
Okay. Let me see the details of this spell.
If it's hold person, you have to
It
see
has
the
to
target.
see him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But I've got some other stuff we can do. He doesn't know you're there, so he grabs at his cultist quarterstaff from his back, slams it into the ground. The stone tiles around you begin to shake as familiar iron works its way up and tries to wrap itself around you. You need to make a strength save for me. So that is an area of effect, that spell.
There's a 17 on the strength save.
Okay. You tear straight out of a strength save, beating him. Which brings the turn of another cultist who is going to do the same as his friend, essentially just making sure you all stay in the cells.
Except he won't, because he'll try to stab his friend.
I'm causing.
Oh yes, sorry. He is up. He has the red hail. I'm going to put a marker on him so I remember that.
I'm causing a huge ruckus in my cell as I try to break out. By the way.
Yeah. Either way, he doesn't care. He has a fiery halo on him, and as his friend is stood saying, "All of you, stay in the cells." You're just going to rush forward and try and attack with his scimitar. Fortunately, only a 10 to hit. And as he rushes forward, his friend sees it coming out of the corner of his eyes, dodges away. It clashes straight into one of the iron bars in front of Joy. Joy, you're just kind of watching these two people fight now, which brings us back to the top turn of Kishore.
Alright.
Stay concentrating and mock them
Wait,
to death.
what was knocked in front of the bars?
The two
guards.
cultists are just fighting in front of you now, in front of the bars.
Do they have can I see anything in their pockets? Like keys
they're wearing very unshapely long robes, so you can't actually see in, if that makes sense. They're just classic cultist robes.
Can I see where those cultists are from if I put my head through the bars?
Yeah, you can kind of see the backs of them.
Okay. Fuck it.
Mock them to death. Let's go.
Nope. I want that gate down on where Joy is. I'm casting Shatter on them.
On them?
Casting Shatter on the gate.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, because it does damage to objects too.
Yep, double damage on that.
What's the radius of that, sorry?
That is a 10-foot radius centered on a point that I can see.
And it's
If I can
centering on the
keep
door?
Joy, it can.
Or-
It,
Oh, you're just trying to get
How-
them. If you do it over there,
yeah. How
Guess you can see
deep
that.
are these chambers?
do you mean the cells? The cells are only 10 foot deep.
Okay, I'm just trying to do it so it hits the doors without hitting the people in the back of them. And if
I'd say you
it
can do
hits
that.
any of the cultists, okay, cool. Then I need the cultists and the door to make a Constitution saving throw.
The door leaps out of the way and reforms.
Incredible.
With cultist who is being attacked, natural 20. Cultist who is doing the attacking, natural 19. Jesus.
Okay,
The door
that's fine.
automatically fails.
Is that shatter radius in my door as well?
I'm going off for circle, so unfortunately it isn't quite. It's just kind of a bricks next to it, if that makes sense, which may do something to damage it.
That's fine.
22
they'd
points
still
of damage.
That's 11 halved for each of those two, but the door takes 44.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that door's fucking gone.
The
And
door.
yeah, go ahead.
Joy, as you're seeing these two fighting in front of you, there's a familiar shattering noise. You have to take cover for a moment as just bits of iron come hurtling towards you, and you kind of duck as the door comes straight off its hinges. Learkas, in your cell, you notice a few of the rocks that actually hold the cell door there have kind of dislodged and broken with the power of the shatter spell.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna call out and be like, I know it might hurt your wrist, darling, but I suggest you get out of there, and I'm gonna try to inspire Joy.
Okay.
D8, let's go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add a D8. So if you want to try to get out of your bars, assuming that I know she's not on initiative, but you know, whenever she can.
By the way, Mr. Spencer,
Yeah.
I would like to break out of my other restraints.
Okay, roll a
I
strength
would like
check
to
for me. That's
swing
what's
my
happening.
other arm around to help with it, if I can.
Okay, I'd say yeah. Just roll me an athletics check.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd like to work on getting out of the restraints
Okay,
as
and
well.
Joy, you roll me a sleight of hand
Can I-
check.
Can I do so with advantage because I have both arms on it now, trying to tug?
I'd say so, yeah. Anyway, as this is happening, the cult fanatic who has just been mauled into, nice natural 20, has just been mauled into by Maverick. He is in his kind of last attempt. He's making a dash for it. And in
Opportunity
that,
attack from my
yeah.
Echo's position.
yeah, and
Good
in
luck.
that he is gonna try and move straight towards the door and bolt it shut.
That's a 15 plus 7.
That's a hit. Roll damage for me.
So I got 21 for sleight of hand.
Okay, nice.
7 slashing for the damage.
Can you smite that?
I'm not a paladin.
Oh. I
So-
keep forgetting that.
Lugos and Joy, you both free yourself from both restraints. Lugos, I can't remember because I'm keeping track of everyone's restraints. Are you still in your neck restraint?
I am.
Okay, still in your neck restraint. Joy, you're still in your neck restraint as well.
But your hands are free, so...
You have your
I'm
hands
all
free.
my
Yeah.
restraints.
This
Can I
cultist
use-
takes... Sorry?
Oh, can I use the bobby pins to free myself from the neck restraint?
Yeah, roll another sleight of hand check for me. And as this cultist tries to run away, Maverick, you just slice across his back. The robes tear open, but nevertheless, he makes it to the door. What he does is he immediately locks the door. It's very heavy duty. Iron and wood has 3 locks on it. And
Sounds
then-
sounds like an action to me. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, a bonus action. And then what he
Yeah,
does,
fair. I'm messing with you.
he holds the key in his hand, and you see as it glows orange, and the key melts into nothing but mush. He drops it on the floor, and then simply falls to his knees, grabs his scimitar, puts it to his stomach, stares at every echo of Maverick, and says, "You're not getting out of here alive." Stabs it straight into his stomach, blood starts to spurt out from his mouth, and he falls lifeless on the ground.
Oh, boo-hoo.
He just unlocked a door of something that's behind it that's not very nice.
No, he locked the door, sorry.
Oh, he
locked the
locked
door
the door
on
and
us.
disintegrated the key. Got it.
Yeah.
Yes, on us.
He essentially locks
so-
you in. It isn't the nicest for his friends, but... Maverick, you're up.
That's fine.
So I rolled a 17.
Yeah, in that case, comes free. I'll enter you into the
Alright,
next round of initiative.
As a bonus action, well, first off, as my movement, I'm gonna go over here. Wait, can I see? Oh yeah, I can see 120 feet now. Thank God. Bonus action, remanifest my echo, except over here.
Okay, remanifesting
between
echo
the
over.
druid, between the druid and the bars to kind of protect this innocent guy.
Okay.
And
some
I'm gonna
movement.
make I'll make 2 attacks at advantage in the darkness against this guy.
Okay, roll to hit twice, me. You are a monster.
Yes.
So brutally efficient.
Ooh. The first one's actually a miss. It's a 12.
Oh. Okay, so the
Second attack.
two attacks go. Yeah, for the first attack, the
17.
druid just manages to. Actually, no. Would you not have advantage to hit?
That is with advantage.
Oh.
The 12 is with advantage. The other one was
Oh,
a
damn.
5.
Oh, I see. Okay. So,
Yeah.
first attack, he just manages to duck out of the way. He's just sensing the blades at this point with some kind of magical aura around him. But the second attack comes down, stripes straight through his quarterstaff into his shoulder. Roll damage me.
9 slashing.
9 slashing. Okay. Is that your turn?
Oh wait, I have an additional, don't I?
Attack, yes you do.
Yeah,
haste.
or an additional action. Yeah, so I'll take the additional attack, and then I'm going to action surge.
Yeah. Roll to hit for me.
That's a crit.
Roll a D100 for me.
Do you even need the action surge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, roll me a D100. Let's see if you're gonna maim these guys even more. Oh, you are. Nice.
86.
Alright, let me see. 86. You're gonna double.
Oh my god, you're such a monster right now.
Spencer from a year ago when he wrote this has just shot Spencer from now in the foot. Because you double all dice and modifiers, but with that score you also get another attack.
Oh, okay. So it's double the dice. So instead of a 2d10 plus 4, it'll
It'd be
be
a 40-10 plus 8.
40-10 plus 8.
Well, it's still just
Oh no, double
standard
the crit
critical
dice.
dice.
So 3d10 plus 8.
Yes, that's right.
3d10 plus 8. Alright, I'll add, yeah, I'll just do
And
it
you
this
have
way.
2 more attacks after this if you so wish.
Unless you, but you don't have to action surge, maybe.
Yeah, you don't
Maybe I
have
don't
to
have to
action
action
search.
surge. 3d10 plus 8 is 29 points of slashing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yep.
Seppuku, but through his back.
Okay.
So
So,
I'll disembowel him, but from the back.
so in 6 seconds, you just unleash this flurry of blows. You slice the longsword in, draw it across as just a gasp leaves the druid's mouth. Just blood and saliva falls to the floor, which he cannot see, but in the darkness you can see. As he falls to both knees, and you draw the longsword out, glistening with his blood, as he falls face first onto the ground.
Cool. I still have 20. What's my movement with haste?
Doubled.
Okay.
It's doubled. It's like dashing, but regular.
My extra attack will be on this individual.
Okay.
At advantage with the darkness.
Oh my god!
Yep.
It's hard.
That is
yeah.
an
Yeah,
18
yeah.
plus modifiers.
That's a hit. Roll damage for me.
8.
How do you want to do this?
Oh my god.
Through the heart.
Okay. This guy is busy fighting his friend, and as he just blocks one of his friend's blows, he's embroiled in darkness suddenly, and he's like, huh? What's going on? As you kebab him straight for the heart, pull it out. He doesn't even have enough time to think before he again just falls backwards heavily onto the ground.
Okay. Now I'm going to action surge and attack the charmed one twice.
Oh, shit.
Roll to hit twice for me.
I'm too mad. That is a 15 plus mods, and the second one is a modded 18.
Little did you know,
Roll-
I was
roll
just
damage twice for me.
I was just the puppet master.
The first one is 11. The second one is 9. That's 20 damage.
How do you want to do this one?
Decapitate him.
So in the darkness, he's there, still angrily, this halo above his head. You
So I
watch
just
in the
wanna-
darkness as you cleave through his neck. His head kind of spins in the air, and you watch as the fiery halo of crimson just dissipates as his head spins through the air. It just lands on the
just
floor
wa-
wet.
I just want to say that the perspective of us who can't see any of this, we're
It's
just
just a
gonna see
cloud of death.
bodies. We're just gonna see bodies and blood splattering across the floor, and we're gonna have no idea what happened.
There's just
That's
there's
Is
never
there
been
any more?
there's never been a group of people who were so not deserving of any mercy more than these guys.
Can I just ask, if you were to talk to a primal person, a person that has bloodlust, would you tell them that all the threats are gone? Would they know that all the threats are gone?
I think so.
Okay. My echo poofs, my darkness drops, and I'm just gasping, like panting, heavy
'cause
panting.
eventually, at the end of that minute, you're gonna feel the most tired you've
Yeah.
ever felt in your life.
And again, just as you saw with the encounter with the White Wings, there's streams of blood coming from his eyes
Okay.
as he's trying to peer through the magical darkness.
Damn, he sure does cry a lot.
I do.
Cried so much they start crying blood.
So the rest
no
of you
more
see
water.
this darkness dissipate, and just corpses litter the hallway here.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
continue to try to break out of my restraints, like
Yeah.
my neck restraint.
Can you get this door open? We need to get Joy and Leah Cash should have their doors open. Not me. I need help.
I search for keys.
Yeah, I don't have a door anymore, right?
You do
No.
not have a door anymore.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk out and see if I can join everyone.
I'm still locked in here.
You're still chained
you
to
are?
the wall.
No, me? I'm not chained to the wall. I'm just
Oh
locked
no, I thought
behind
Joy
the
was
door.
still chained to the wall.
You
No,
No.
Oh, cool.
Remember
Only person
glancing
that's in the
about,
wall
the
is
only
me
key
and
you
Lugo.
see is the one they brought in to open Lugos' cell and his restraints.
Good enough.
And like,
Um,
I'm trying some like weird shit. I'm I'm like looping the broken chain through the neck collar and trying to use that to like rip it off.
Yeah, it's like the cell door opens as you're doing like the weirdest yoga anyone's ever seen.
I unlock. You see, I'm exhausted. Like I was dragging my sword here, and then you see that I just kind of just drop it and walk away, and
So,
then you see the sword just disappear.
Have you gained a level of exhaustion now? I believe so.
No.
In haste. Oh, you don't.
After a while, after a minute. So
The way that
unlock
okay,
this
yeah.
thing
So the
is-
way that haste works, just I'll read it from top to bottom so you understand what it does. Double speed, +2 to AC, advantage on dexterity saving throws, an additional action that can only be used for one weapon attack or a dash, disengage, hide, or object interaction. When the spells end, the target cannot move or take actions until its next turn, as well as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it. It doesn't take a point of exhaustion.
No.
It just really screws with them at the end of it, if they're
It's
still in
more of
combat.
a roleplay kind of aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm,
All right, but you
open
get me out of my
the
neck
cell.
restraints.
I open up the cell, and then fumble with the keys, and then free Lugos.
Finally, I dropped to the ground. I rubbed my neck. Oh,
I put 3d6 of healing light into him.
I'm still chained up to the wall.
You get 13 HP, Lugos.
about time. I'm sorry.
Then I'll use my healing hands racial ability to do 6 more HP on top of that.
I look
Okay.
up to Maverick's eyes. Do I see the blood?
I would assume so.
He wipes it away and gives him a kiss on the cheek.
Oh. What happened out there? Are they all dead or what?
All of them are dead.
Can I?
Oh,
It
you
looks like I'm
fuck-
about to choke Lugos, but I kind of grab down here, and that's where I concentrate the healing hands. Where he had all that rust and tetanus wear around where his manacle was around his neck, and I pull him up to his feet.
What happened to that power of yours? Well,
It hurts. It hurts a lot.
What's Joy doing?
Searching the bodies for a weapon.
I'm still chained to the wall.
I'm still stuck in my cell too.
I want to search the 2 bodies in front of mine, and then whoever's closest, either Kusha or Leo Koss, I'll head that way.
I'm also gonna scramble for a weapon if I can find one.
Okay. I want everyone to make investigation checks for me.
Everybody?
What can I use
Everybody
to
who's
free
searching.
Leokas? What can I use to free Leokas, by the way?
Well,
Um,
if your sword probably worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of figure out that may be the best bet at the current moment.
I'll manifest a packed weapon to be a warhammer to start bending the bars
Okay.
and bludgeoning the bars and make an opening. And then I will I'll phase through the bars, swap the packed weapon to a blade, cut the chains.
Okay, and the rest of you are generally just searching about, right?
Oh.
Well, I was gonna search for a weapon, and then is Maverick helping Kusha? No, you're helping.
I'm
Leo.
helping Leokas and Kasha at the moment. You and Lugos can do some reconnaissance.
Yeah, no, I'll be searching the bodies then, and just the overall room.
I got
Okay.
21.
I got a 20.
Well, searching the bodies and searching for weapons, the best weapons you can find are the 2 scimitars the cultist had. Apart from that, there's a half-broken quarterstaff. And there's a few kind of copper pieces, silver pieces, general, just everyday items, old scuffed-up pocket watch or so. But nothing that would be helpful, so to say, in your quest.
I just want to grab a scimitar.
Same.
I'm gonna start busting down
I'll
the door.
pick up the other scimitar and I'll toss it to Joy.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Time
So,
to bust down Kasha's door.
Yeah,
with,
I assume with enough time and just work, we'll eventually all get out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say it would take
also-
about half an hour.
That's
Can I
also wanna
open
oh,
try and
sorry,
lock
go
pick it?
Are you trying to
Do you even have your-
lockpick, sorry? Yeah, because you don't. You have a
Kashaf.
bobby pin.
Bobby pin.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say you can roll a pistol check for me, but I will say because you've used a bobby pin before and we're not much durable of things, you will have disadvantage on it.
Sure. Oh, never mind.
I mean, still a 16, even with disadvantage. And you kind of work on it, and eventually it unlocks.
Thank you. Terrible timing, Miss Joy. Terrible timing here, but I got real worried. If we make this out of here alive, can I take you out to dinner?
Sure.
Sorry, that was terrifying.
Last man's dying wish, I suppose. Come on, let's get out of here.
Did anybody get me out?
Get Leah Cass, come on.
Yeah,
I got you
I'll go
first,
for the
brother.
Leocast.
Oh, you did?
Leocast first, brother. Listen, yeah, I bent the bars up with the warhammer, teleported in, chopped your chains off with the sword.
Okay. Can I ask what you're doing about the other prisoner, or are you just kind of leaving him for the moment?
I mean, yeah, I'll try to free him. Is that him right here, or is that Leocast?
He is on the bottom cell, yeah.
Down.
Yeah, I'll go to him and see about getting him out, or I'll ask for the keys. Like, boy, toss me the keys.
There isn't the keys for every cell, there was only the key for Lugos' cell.
Oh shit! I addressed like his cell. Can I open it? I expect the heat metal, of course. Didn't never happen for the cell door.
Kashaw, do you still have that piece of wire?
Yeah, got it right here.
Look, may I borrow it?
All yours. And I hand her the brim of my the wire brim of my hat.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, your hat now is pretty tattered, but
It's floppy. It's okay.
Can I use the wire instead of the bobby pin to open?
you can, yes. I will say again at disadvantage because it's not meant to be used for lockpicking, but
I want to phase in and chop his chains off with the sword.
okay. I'd say you can easily enough do that. And 22 or 29. Wow, what terrible rolls. Yeah, you easy. The gate opens up as Maverick is in there chopping off the chains. The guy stands up and he just says, "Get me a battle axe." Flexes his neck muscles. He looks gaunt but still fit to fight.
Out of his cell yet, right? Or is he good?
I'm out.
Yeah, Kashaw's out.
I think everybody.
I have a fun thing I can do. As long as I stay within like 5 feet of this guy, he can hold a battle axe that I summon.
Oh.
Because my pack weapon can't be more than 5 feet from me.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. He's gonna need something or other. What's in the other room, by the way? We haven't checked the other room. I want to get him out of there first.
Yeah, so kind of heading into the other room, you see essentially nothing more than essentially where the guards sat whilst they were kind of in between duties. A small table with nothing much at all on it. Some games they were playing, some cards. Yeah.
Are the weapons over?
But both doors are unlocked. The weapons up there seem to just be general guard weapons, some scimitars.
I'm gonna take another scimitar.
Yeah, kind of haphazardly held together shields. You don't think that's done up to much fighting, but they may do. And a very small one-handed hammer, which looks to be more of a blacksmith's hammer than anything.
Any battle axes?
No battle axes, unfortunately.
I guess he's getting a scimitar.
Anything on the table here?
No, nothing of note. Again, it's just general guard things. Looks like they've been playing a game of poker to pass the time.
I'll grab a shield and an extra scimitar to bring it to the big man, commissioner.
Okay. Yeah, he takes it.
I'll actually take one of those scimitars and a shield.
Okay, you're all gearing up.
We all have scimitars and shields at this point. Except hell yeah, pack weapon, let's go.
You'll have to make do with what you have, alright? Scimitar and a shield. I hand it to him. And then I continue snooping around. Anything on the table?
Yeah, as I said, there's nothing of note. It's just general guards' quarters. It's like the common room in like a workplace. It's nothing interesting.
How does this far door look? Is this locked?
Yeah, the far door is what the guy locked when he was escaping. It's a triple locked door, and then he melted the key. And the way he did it, he kind of melted the key and then kind of smeared it as it was melting over the locks to like block one or two of the lock holes, then executed himself.
Where's my token?
It's right at the top. Oh no, it's the one underneath the he kind of has the arms outstretched like an angel.
Yeah, I don't see it. Wait, is that it?
You have white hair.
Yeah.
Did you try opening the door as I tried to?
This is your token, Logan. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just following whoever keeps moving.
Yeah.
Kasho, you still got some magic left.
I got a little.
Lugos
bit
is going
to...
full investigator mode. Like he's just looking around
We need
everywhere.
you,
Okay, roll investigation for me.
we need your metallurgy skills.
Okay, a second level. I'm gonna just. This is gonna be my last spell, but I have to go really quick. I just.
Can I go down here in this room?
I kind of have to head out, guys. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, that's last roll. Actually, I was gonna end here anyway. So if Shaw does that, Lugos.
I'm heat metaling the door.
Yes.
Okay. So attempting to just essentially push the locks through.
Just
Sure,
melting the lock.
as you are about to cast heat metal, Lugos, you're going around a room, and you catch a smell of something on the air. You sniff it, and you think, oh, that can't be right. And then you sniff a bit more. It's the unmistakable smell of something turpentine-like. And you glance ahead and you see under the door a thin, clear liquid spreading out, but you take very quickly to be pure turpentine or ethanol, slowly seeping under the door. And just as you see this, there's a voice on the other side of the door. Well, have fun in there. And you hear a thunderous clap, almost, and around you in this room, boof, 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 as 4 shadowy figures emerge around a room. Horrible, broiling masses of darkness and what once was human.
Which way does this door open?
You have no idea, but for now, all you see is trapped in a room with these shadowy figures that have appeared as a highly flammable liquid leaks under the door. And that's where we'll end it tonight.
Interesting. I don't like that.
Great.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
We'll be fine. All right,
Man,
I gotta go,
and
guys.
I thought we had one terrible cult to deal with. Fuck, man.
I'm so gonna take those rings off Divine and melt his brain.
Oof.
Hoofta.
Oof.
As as somebody from the Midwest would say, hoofta.
I will say, you didn't stay in the prison for as long as I was expecting you might. Because, that's a little DM
Well,
note.
I mean, it became clearly evident that we were not going to live through it.
Yeah, for every 24 hours you stayed in there, you would have gained a level of exhaustion. So at most, you could only survive 6 days. Because then on 6th level exhaustion, you just flat out, unfortunately, die. And yeah, they have a very, very nice sleep schedule, as you see. It's 5-star on a Hotel Trivago, and very nice place.
Okay, get out of here.
Definitely got this. We didn't definitely did not get this on kayak.
I want one.
Anyway, after that, let's see what next week brings. The final escape plans. Wonder if anyone from the surface actually has noticed you have gone yet.
That was certainly a man. That was a session and a half, sure.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Right.
Easy one word to put it. I still like that
Intense.
I provoked that guard so badly.
He was gonna do some bad things to you.
Yeah.
I kind of, a part of me wanted to see it happen, but Leo Cos couldn't do it, so.
I've seen enough cock and ball torture in my life to know where that was going.
Okay, okay.
You want to know?
I do not want to know either. So for that reason, thank you so much for watching. We hope you have an amazing week. Stay safe,
Oh, you're still streaming.
Try and wipe what he just said from your mind. And we'll see you soon.
Guys, I promise
Enjoy
I
your
don't
weeks.
watch that, guys. I
Bye-bye.
promise. I don't watch that. I promise.
Have the strangest feeling to know what to believe in. Cause every time you touch me, I can't control my body. Oh, baby, you are on my mind. All I think about, and I don't wanna stop. I don't wanna stop. Could you come closer to me? I just can't resist you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't help what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm breathing when you are with me. My heart is beating. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't help what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm breathing when you are with me. My heart is beating. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. It's like we're in a movie. I don't know how you do it. I look into your eyes and everything is different. Baby, you are on my mind. All I think about, and I don't wanna stop. I don't wanna stop. Could you come closer to me? I just can't resist you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't help what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm breathing when you are with me. My heart is beating. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't help what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm breathing when you are with me. My heart is beating. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Getting into you. Baby, you are on my mind. I can't control my body. Can't control my body. Body, 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 body. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't.